win, rather, over Penn State Saturday. They play Wisconsin next. This coming Saturday, the kickoff is at noon. And a new exhibit was unveiled today that features 44 hometown heroes. Here's Johnette Cruz.
The Indianapolis International Airport is kicking off its Veterans Day celebration with the debut of its massive historical exhibit honoring the Tuskegee Airmen. The Tuskegee Airmen Americans Freedom Flyers exhibit is one of the largest and longest running in the airport's history, featuring artifacts and memorabilia across the entire terminal. The display runs through March 26th of next year and highlights Indiana's deep ties to the airmen, including notable Hoosier pilots and local training fields. Johnette Cruz, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
It's 3:04, and you've got traffic and weather coming up in 1 minute.
What if you could have reliable and intelligent Wi-Fi? And get this, what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most. That finds and fixes problems before you even notice them. Like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a sixth sense. And that keeps you gaming in the fast lane, even when the whole family is banking on bandwidth. All your devices working in perfect harmony for 5 whole years. And here's the best part. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included. Hey, let's face it, a lot can change in 5 years. Kids grow taller, dreams grow bigger. But your Wi-Fi? It would stay reliable and the price would stay put. The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity. Imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply.
Traffic at 3:05. Good afternoon, Mike Priest.
And good afternoon. Couple of problems. We start out to the west. A crash southbound on Raceway at Crawfordsville. Also be careful around 38th and Georgetown. The traffic signals flashing red in all directions. Not bad on the interstates under some cold sunshine. Just a little slow north on 65 in the roadwork as you approach the south split. And 69 backed up in pockets south from 96th Street onto a jammed 465 exit. This report is sponsored by Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. At Great Lakes Honda of Fishers, it's Black Friday all month long. These are 2025 Ridgeline RTL this week and be entered for your chance to win a TV during Great Lakes Honda of Fishers Black Friday sale. I'm Mike Priest. Follow us on X for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
All right, thank you, Mike. And now here's the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Partly cloudy skies later tonight. It turns cold with lows near 24. Wind chill values early Tuesday morning into the teens. Partly to mostly cloudy, breezy with highs near 41. I'm Wish TV Storm Tracking meteorologist Tara Hastings for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos?
So let's rock it!
Oh, man, to quote Ron Burgundy, well, that escalated quickly. What a mess this morning. Schools were delayed. Roads were just awful. We talked to Marcus Bailey on Friday, right, Hammer?
We did.
I'm trying to go back and remember if we expected what we got this morning and later yesterday.
We knew it was going to snow.
Okay.
But we probably didn't know it was going to be as intense as it was.
Okay.
We didn't know that there were going to be squalls that were lasting a little longer than anticipated.
Our school system was delayed 2 hours. Lots of delays in the school system. So we talked to Marcus, but I'm not sure we were prepared for. I don't want to prepare you, but I'm not sure we were prepared for what we saw this morning. It sucked.
And it seems like that the decision makers at NDOT probably stayed up too late watching that Chargers and Steelers game last night and decided to sleep in this morning because the commute was a little rough. Now, by the time I drove to work, which was around 9:45-ish.
Yeah, how was it?
It was okay.
Yeah.
Southwest side to the interstate to downtown, it was okay. But my wife goes to work super early, and she was out there, and boy, all bets were off. It was a chaotic scene. Like you said, schools were delayed.
There sucks.
Like hundreds of slide-offs reported by police this morning. So you're right. We knew this was coming, but maybe we didn't take it as seriously, or we didn't think it'd be as intense. I don't know about where you guys live, but yesterday I walked outside at one point and I was defeated. I mean, there was snow covering my car. There was snow all over the yard. That's when I did the Squall video.
You texted me and Allison, yeah.
Yeah, the Squall video that I posted on our social media at Hammer and Nigel. That's the reality of the crappy winter that we choose to accept living here in Indy.
We all make tough decisions.
We do, man. We do. Another round of gunfire.
Oh, yeah, wonderful.
Friday night, man. And I was downtown on Friday night.
You were around for it.
Investigation underway after several buildings, parked cars, shot up, covered with bullet holes. This was around 2:30 a.m., late Friday, early Saturday. Officers responded to Monument Circle on the reports of shots fired. And when they arrived, they noticed that some buildings, businesses on Meridian, Maryland, Washington Street, all riddled with, gunfire.
Nothing in this building, but I got to tell you, I'm going to miss working in this building, but moving further north when we switch studios with our corporation, I think I'm looking forward to that. I really am. And you were out in this.
Yes.
You were out late Friday.
Downtown, baby.
Boy, I had some real FOMO with you and Crystal going to see Murr.
Yeah.
At Crackers Comedy
Helium.
Club.
Helium.
I'm sorry, Crackers Comedy Club. Is that even I don't even know.
We
if that's
left
open
Deer
anymore.
Creek, and then we hit Have a Nice Day Cafe.
Yeah, and then
stopped off at Crackers.
Stopped off at the RCA Dome.
Right.
Helium. First of all, how was the show?
It was hilarious. When he told us his show was interactive, again, this is Murr from Impractical Jokers, he told us how it was going to be, but then when you see what he does, the way he works the crowd, like he was getting people to give them their cell phones and texting their dads these ridiculous things. But at one point, he had one of his guys go out on the streets of Indy with a camera.
Sure.
And he was telling them to say ridiculous things.
He was telling us about that aspect of his show.
But here's the thing. This was the 9:15 comedy show. By the time we left and that show was over and we hung out a little bit afterwards. By the way, Murr loves you guys, loves the Hammer and Nigel show. Like always talks about how fun it is to come on this show.
That's awesome.
There was nobody out. Like I couldn't believe it. This was a 60-degree Friday night in downtown Indy around 11:15, 11:30.
Okay.
And it was like a ghost town. Now, Clayton Anderson's Country Bar had a pretty good line.
Oh, I still haven't been there yet.
Our guy Clayton's doing really well over there. The comedy club was full. It was about 300, 350 strong in there. But, man, go out into the streets. There was nobody there. Murr sent his comedian guy out to do man on the street stuff. There was nobody there, so we started screwing with cops. And
that's a great idea.
I couldn't believe, Nige, how dead downtown was on a Friday night at 11:30 where the weather was decent. It was like 60 degrees.
So what's that a function of, do you believe?
I feel like this is a lot of people don't want to go downtown, whether they don't feel safe, maybe they feel like it's too expensive, but I feel like it's a safety thing more than a price.
But Helium was full. The Clayton's Club, where I think that's the old Hard Rock Cafe, was doing pretty well.
He had a line out the door, but that was the only place.
Okay.
Like there was nobody standing in front of, not to throw these businesses under the bus, but like Kilroy's or Brothers. I mean, like when I was 23, 24, 25 years old, those bars in Meridian Street would be packed. There'd be people everywhere. It was a ghost town.
Even in November?
Even in November.
Even on it was a warm night.
It was.
And then a couple hours later, shootings. I think it was a dispute, from what I hear from the news reports, a dispute, and people were firing at each other.
So my question is, how are indie businesses okay with this? How are you okay with this? If you're a business owner, it was a beautiful Friday night, 60 degree, unseasonably warm, and there was nobody hardly downtown. And what bothers me is that the Indie Chamber thinks this is great because they keep endorsing the same candidates. The Indie Chamber endorsed Joe Hogsett, his last mayoral run. The same Joe Hogsett that left many businesses to fend for themselves while he was allegedly off to a rehab facility missing during the riots. But yet they keep endorsing this, so they think it's fine. And listen, it wasn't because there was a lack of police. They were everywhere.
Good.
Cars were parked at like the end of Georgia Street, the other end of Georgia Street. There was another police vehicle that blocks Meridian Street, so traffic can't go.
You noticed a palpable a presence of police force, even though there wasn't that many people downtown.
Correct. Like it's on their schedule to make sure downtown is secure. And man, they did a great job. You couldn't turn any direction without seeing an IMPD car. They did a great job.
Interesting.
And they were just letting people do their thing. They weren't out there intimidating anybody or whatever. They did a great job, but there was nobody downtown. So how does the chamber endorse this? Here with a response to basically all the things that I'm saying about downtown right now.
Yes.
AI Mayor Joe Hogsett.
Well, you dummies voted for this. What the hell did you expect? Look, crazy shit happens when you party naked. There are some people who feel like I should resign. I'm a horrible mayor and an even worse person whose personal life is in shambles.
Yes.
I love bottles of liquor. I mean, I really love bottles of liquor, but I'm not going to resign.
AI Mayor Joe Hogsett on the current state of downtown Indy.
One thing Hogsett and I have in common, I really enjoy bottles of liquor.
Matt Bear is off, so we are going to rock. We are going to roll with Mike Judas Priest, baby. Let's go.
All right, devil horns up, finish off that second fifth of Jack, and let's get after the road, shall we? 65 southbound, backed up just a little bit from West Street to Meridian. Northbound, you're just tighten the construction, Raymond to the south split. 69 with delays southbound from 82nd to 465 as you slow down on that long exit ramp around 465, though things are looking good. This report is sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to drexelin.com for details. I'm Mike Priest. Follow us on X for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Bill on the YouTube chat, I want to prepare you, but Boss Hogsett likes bottles of liquor. That is somebody who understood the assignment right there. Thank you, Bill.
That's a great inside joke on the show for sure.
But man, jump in the YouTube chat, hang out with us. Again, you can't say conservatives are scared to go downtown. Coupon Lady and I were walking our asses around downtown about 11:30, just a couple of hours before gunshots rang out. Police did a great job. Nobody was downtown. Let me know if you guys have seen the same thing. Maybe it was just an off night downtown. Let me know. Jump in the YouTube chat or Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, at Hammer and Nigel. You can text us, 317-239-9393, or just email us, old school email, hammerandnigel at WIBC.com. All right, coming up next, man, fun weekend if you're a football fan for most of the teams in Indy. We'll talk about that. This is the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Hammer and Nigel here. We don't use anything else but American Standard Heating and Air dealers and equipment because basically American Standard, they're built to a higher standard. Here's Hammer to tell you about one of those awesome American Standard dealers in Central Indy.
How about Price Point Comfort? Price Point Comfort is a locally owned American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer that will give you the right price guarantee. They promise not to oversell you or pressure you into a bunch of stuff that you don't need, while the other HVAC competitors focus strictly on revenue. Price Point, they strive for customer satisfaction. Check him out online, pricepointcomfort.com. That's pricepointcomfort.com, or call 317-455-1124. James or Tyler, either one of them will take care of you. 455-1124, Price Point Comfort. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you. American Standard Heating and Air, built to a higher standard.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Indiana. T&Cs apply.
Right now at Tom Roush Lincoln, get a 2025 Lincoln Corsair for $4,000 off plus 0% APR. 2025 Lincoln Aviator for $5,000 off plus 0%. Or 2025 Lincoln Nautilus for $4,500 off. Also 0% APR. So come get that new Lincoln at Tom Roush Lincoln in Fisher.
Corsair MSRP 51,720. Aviator MSRP 72,225. Nautilus MSRP 71,60. 0% APR for 48 months on qualifying Lincolns. Good through 12/1/2025. Subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details.
Helzberg gifts checked off the list. Now, time for wrapping. Earrings for Mom. A gold bracelet to match the rings Danielle wears every day. And for Dad, a new watch, because we all know he needs one. All right, this is going to be a good one.
Our favorite things for your favorite people. Shop in store at Helzberg.com for up to 50% off.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, is it true?
What's that?
Tire Discounters is offering up to $200 off sets of Goodyear tires?
Absolutely.
Plus free alignment and a full synthetic oil change?
You got it.
I'm not one to exaggerate, but that may be the best deal in the history of the world.
But free would be better.
Mike, don't toy with me.
Through the holidays, every day we're open, someone will get their money back on 4 tires.
But I...
Just breathe, Phantom. Breathe.
No purchase necessary. Ends 12/31/25. Visit website for details.
What's Jeff Saturday up to these days?
Retiring from football means a lot of things for a guy like me. It means more time to pick up some hobbies, like baking, puzzles, and some gardening. It also means pinching pennies. And that's why I look for unclaimed property at indianaunclaimed.gov. Look, it's your money, and they want you to have it. So check indianaunclaimed.gov or text Jeff to 46220 and search now.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
At Advent, nasal congestion and sinus infections can be solved with an in-office 20-minute procedure. Elsewhere, expect surgery.
This hour powered by Family Heating and Air, your American Standard air dealer. Nobody cares for you like family.
Everyone in the community working together to create a brighter future. Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Visit liveunited.org to learn how you can help.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Everybody's hands go up. What a weekend.
No kidding.
Solid weekend if you are a football fan. Colts got a big win. IU got a big win. Notre Dame got a big win. Purdue.
Well,
they were there.
They did play the number one team in the nation.
Yeah.
You know, Ohio State. So
they got uniforms on, so
okay.
There's Purdue.
Okay.
Let's start with Indiana. Let's go chronological order here. Saturday, I'm driving to Columbus, Ohio to watch the McCartney show.
Yes.
And I've got the IU game on the radio, and all my buddies are texting me, and I'm listening to Fish, and it sounds like IU was going to lose.
I know. I was sitting there watching every minute of it. It was It was heart attack inducing.
The team had never won in Happy Valley. Like, let's be honest, IU football historically has been pretty bad. Penn State, historically, pretty good. They've never won in Happy Valley, and it comes down to, like, the final closing seconds. Here's the final touchdown as called by Fish.
41 seconds to go. EJ and Omar both far side. Becker near side. Mendoza in the backfield. Back to throw. Pressure comes again. Throws it to the end zone. And a catch is made. Is it a touchdown? Touchdown! Unbelievable! Omar Cooper with a grab, and he put his foot down. It's a score for Indiana.
That's, I mean, Mendoza, the quarterback. That's Heisman material.
Right Heisman Mendoza, as they call him. But that catch, how good was that catch by Cooper? Unbelievable.
I was sitting there watching it with my wife, and she just gets, like, very excited, very frantic, very I can't put, she has not allowed me to put this on social media, but I have the audio of that same call, that same play. Would you like to hear?
This is your wife?
I kind of secretly recording my wife. I'm on the couch. She's standing up next to the TV. And this was the same play that happened when they won the game here.
This is Lindsay.
Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. It's in! It's in! Listen.
Yeah! Did I catch a suck it out of Mrs. Laskowski there, Nige?
You caught a couple of them right there.
Atta girl, Linz. All right.
She will not let me. I have the video, but she will not let me put that video.
Please tell me
social
she's doing
media.
like the old wrestling crotch chop right there, too.
She wouldn't sit down. I was sitting down on the couch like a calm, normal human being, and she was hopping all like a rabbit all over the living room.
That's awesome.
Scaring our 5-month-old puppy dog, just screaming, "Suck it, Bob! Suck it, Penn State! Suck it!"
So that was Saturday.
Yes.
You thought, well, that might be the most exciting game of the weekend. The Colts played early, 9:30 kickoff over in Berlin.
Loved it.
In Germany.
I like that.
31-25 overtime win. They're 8-2 on the season. They're tied for first in all of the AFC.
Another anxiety/heart attack inducing game, though.
And I don't think it should have been. Like, I feel like there were some questionable decisions by Coach Steichen.
First half, yeah, for sure.
But Jonathan Taylor bailed him out, man. JT, 32 carries, 244 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns.
JT MVP.
An 83-yard touchdown run. Here's our pal Matt Taylor on the Colts radio network.
Under center, Daniel Jones, straight give to Jonathan Taylor. He's well over 100 yards. He adds to his total there, and he gets out. He's at the 30, 35, 40. He's going left sideline. He's got a chance. Look at Pierce. He's at the 20, 10, 5, touchdown! There's the record breaker for Jonathan Taylor, and it puts the Colts on top, 22-17. And that's an all-time record for an already all-time great. Jonathan Taylor now has the most rushing touchdowns in Colts history.
Passing Edgerrin James on that list.
Wow. Got him in the second round a couple of years ago, right? Wow.
Now, as good as
Wisconsin.
our pal Mayte is at that, right? Matt Taylor on the call. Would you like to hear the German call of that 83-yard touchdown? Like, this is just music to my ears. I want you to inject this into my veins.
Okay.
I have no idea what these guys are saying, but it sounds awesome.
Taylor verzögert. So, oh, da bricht er noch raus. Und jetzt hat er Speed. Und er bricht noch einen Tackle.
Was?
Und der geht all the way. Nein, der ist an der 30, 20, 10, 5, Touchdown. Indianapolis Colts. Ich werde nicht wieder. Björn Werner eskaliert.
Touchdown.
That's great.
Ows! Like, I don't know what that means, but it sounds good, and I'm here for it. The other thing I learned watching that, just incredible game, emotional roller coaster of a game. German people love to sing Country Roads.
Yeah,
Did you see that?
Yeah, what was that?
This is like a tradition they do every year. There's like an international game. They take all the cheesy American sing-along songs, Sweet Caroline, Don't Stop Believin', and Country Roads, and they sing it better than we do. Listen to the German fans getting into John Denver's Country Roads. Here we go. I just think that's awesome, man. I love a good sing-along.
Really cool. And they were still singing the song as Daniel Jones was calling a play.
Right.
Like in shotgun position.
And Danny Dimes busted up his mouth, but he stayed in there like a boss.
Yeah.
There was no tap in the helmet to come out of the game by Daniel Jones.
There were some really frustrating moments in that game, but it turned out to, I mean, for God's sake, they missed the extra point. The guy, that Bollinger, is that what his name is?
Money Badger, yeah.
Money
That's his
Badger.
nickname, Money Badger. Michael Badgley.
There was just some frustrating moments, but the Colts ended up getting it done, going into the bye week. That's momentum, folks. That's momentum.
Get healthy, because the next time we see the Colts, they got a little trip to Kansas City to take on Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce and company. It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Custom jewelry is not out of reach with PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse. At PA Jewelers, you can customize any piece of jewelry for that special someone. PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse in Brownsburg. Gold, diamonds, gemstones, and of course those watches from Flederman Von Riest, assembled right here in Indiana. Custom designed jewelry with PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse. Custom jewelry made just for you. PA Jewelers, 3750 South Green Street in Brownsburg. 317-456-4010. PAJewelers.jewelry.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Democrats are divided over the government shutdown. Sunny and 32 degrees in downtown Indy. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 3:31. One of the main factors is the midterms.
The shutdown has revealed just how far apart the progressives and moderates are, and it's spiraling into this bigger conversation about next year's elections. One of the questions ahead for Democrats is who will lead the party. The ire over Democratic leader Chuck Schumer is in many ways emblematic of their dilemma. Many have come to associate Schumer with the old guard that they're looking to shed in 2026. DNC Chair Ken Martin insists there is room in the Democratic Party for different voices.
All of our candidates, whether it was in New York City, Virginia, New Jersey, California, Pennsylvania, and all the places in between which we won, we're focused on the issues that Americans are focused on.
Fox's Madeline Rivera reporting. Senate Republican leader John Thune says he isn't surprised that Democrats won in states where they generally perform well, and flight delays and cancellations are still going on. The number of flights were cut by the FAA since Friday because of staffing problems. Hundreds of those are being reported today at huge airports throughout the nation, and as of this morning, more than 1,900 flights were canceled and over 6,000 were delayed. The FBI is looking into the death of a cruise ship. They say a teenager died on the Carnival Horizon on Saturday. It came back to Miami that same day from the Caribbean, and no word on the cause. A heartbreaking week finished with an emotional farewell yesterday for a woman. Maria Rios Perez was a cleaning lady who was shot and killed at a Whitestown home Wednesday after arriving at the wrong address. Family and friends gathered at her church on Indy's southeast side for a visitation. This led to huge support with hundreds of thousands of dollars raised for her family.
We all have a birthday, but the day we die, no one knows that. Let's take advantage of that time.
Pastor Miguel Velasquez talking to Wish TV. Monday Night Football in Green Bay. The 5-2-1 Packers take on the 6-2 Philadelphia Eagles tonight. The kickoff is at 8:15 Eastern. News time, 3:33. You've got traffic and weather in 1 minute.
So the weather is finally starting to cool down. Make sure you and your family are prepared with AAA Hoosier Motor Club memberships. Whether it's a flat tire, dead battery, running out of gas, locking your keys in the car, AAA has your back. Anytime, anywhere, 24/7, 365. And it's not just roadside assistance. AAA members enjoy exclusive perks at local favorites like Ruoff Music Center, the Indianapolis Zoo, Symphony on the Prairie, and more. You also get free travel planning and discounts on hotels and rental cars. It practically pays for itself. So if you're looking for that peace of mind on the road and more money in your wallet, do yourself a favor and visit AAA today. Get your AAA membership at AAA.com or call 844-GO-AAA-GO or visit your local AAA office. And don't forget to ask about their competitive insurance rates, auto, home, life, and more, because you don't have to be stranded on the side of the road to get help from AAA.
With your WIBC traffic at 3:34, here's Mike Priest.
More traffic signals on the blink. This time they are flashing red on the north side, 73rd and Spring Mill Road. 65 slow south from West Street to Meridian, then in the downtown collector. It's getting heavy from Michigan to the south split. Northbound 65 delays from Raymond to the south split. No brake lights yet, east or west on 70. This report is sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Mike Priest. Follow us on X for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And now the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Partly cloudy skies later tonight. It turns cold with lows near 24. Wind chill values early Tuesday morning into the teens. Partly to mostly cloudy, breezy with highs near 41. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Tara Hastings for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hi, I'm Andy, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As a product development manager, I make sure every piece of fine jewelry at Shane Company is meticulously designed for quality. From 14-karat gold chains, pearl necklaces, diamond studs, and of course, dream engagement rings. We know you can get your holiday gifts anywhere these days, but knowing your loved one's gift was crafted by master jewelers? It's a difference everyone can see and feel, no matter the price. All of our fine jewelry begins with a vision by our in-house designers. Then, we ensure each piece meets our high-quality standards every step of the way, including the smallest details. It's why our jewelry comes with our all-inclusive, free lifetime warranty that covers everything and doesn't cost a dime. At Shane Company, there's no shortcuts, just craftsmanship. Because a friend wants your fine jewelry to be nothing short of perfect. Come see for yourself. Visit us in-store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Are you tired of HVAC and plumbing companies with confusing offers? Masters Heating and Cooling keeps it simple. Right now, you can get a full second opinion from one of their master comfort advisors completely free. So you can make your next HVAC decision with confidence and peace of mind. Get a free HVAC second opinion from Masters Heating and Cooling. You can also get an early bird fall tune-up for only $69. Need a new hot water heater? How about $200 off water heater installation or $500 off tankless water heaters? Masters Heating and Cooling. Those are the ones to call for your HVAC needs or those plumbing needs. 0% financing for up to 60 months with qualified system purchase. Call Masters today. 317-207-9983. Tell them Tony Cat sent you. 317-207-9983. Masters Heating and Cooling. 207-9983 or online at mastersindy.com. That's mastersindy.com.
The only way to bag a classy lady is to give her 2 tickets to the gun show.
It's Monday Gun Day with the Gun Guy.
Just watch out for the guns. They'll get you.
Guy Wilford.
Stop calling your arms guns.
Hammer and Nigel show.
Hey, yeah. My name is Nigel. Jason Hammer is here. Also joining us live in studio, the Gun Guy, Guy Relford, host of the Gun Guy Show Saturdays here on 93 WIBC, Second Amendment attorney and licensed firearms instructor. Sir, how are you?
I am great, and thanks as always to our sponsor for Monday Gun Day. That's Premier Arms in Brownsburg, with the largest selection of new, used, and historic firearms in the Midwest. And PA Jewelers located in the farmhouse right out front. Check them out at 3754 South Green Street in Brownsburg or premierarms.com.
Heard you address this subject on your show on Saturday, the Whitestown shooting. From what I know, I'm just going to speak as to what I know. It looks as if a cleaning crew came to the wrong house and was trying to get in, and someone ended up getting shot. And I don't know much more than that. I know you've been talking a lot about the castle doctrine, and I was wondering where we should start with this subject.
Yeah, I mean, I have been, as I mentioned on my show, Nigel, you may have heard this. Yes. I've been retained by the homeowners in Whitestown in this situation just to help them through the investigation. And so I'm really ethically restricted on what I can and should say about that investigation and
Gotcha.
and what I know about it. And so I'm extremely limited. And listen, Kent Eastwood, the prosecutor in Boone County, has been completely professional about it. He has said the same thing, that he's
very little information coming out of.
Well, and that's because the investigation is still pending, and so both sides, and well, I think there's one side collectively that people want to, a thorough investigation. They want to see the truth, and the Whitestown police chief and I spoke today. He's been a consummate professional as well. So they're engaged in what I think is going to be a detailed and thorough and professional investigation. And everybody needs to just chill a little bit and wait for the outcome of that. There are a lot of facts that people don't know, and everybody wants to speculate, and everybody wants to draw conclusions. But I'm not going to participate in that, and neither is the prosecutor. And if and when the prosecutor's office when they announce the results of their investigation, then there may be more things to talk about.
So it sounds like, and again, I know you are limited on what you can talk about, but everybody's being very cooperative right now. Like, all the sides involved here are wanting the information to be correct before we move forward.
I think that's exactly right. And that's why I give a lot of credit to the Boone County Prosecutor's Office and the Whitestown Police Department. And we'll see what they conclude as a result of their investigation. We'll see where we go from there, including whether any charges are filed. And everybody, again, without any legitimate basis and without any complete set of facts, people want to jump to conclusions and debate the merits. And people really are missing an awful lot.
Is
of
the
facts.
media to blame for that? Because when this story happened, it was like the top story, like the next morning on all the news, stations and TV stations around Indy.
There were so much. It was a home invasion at first. That was the first thing that I saw that media outlets were reporting, and that was not the case. It didn't seem like it anyway. But that's what I heard. That's the first thing I heard in Whitestown, which is 5 minutes away from where I live, which was concerning to me.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I live in Zionsville too, and so I'm right there as well. And there's going to be misreporting, and there's going to be misunderstanding of facts early on in any situation. But I think what this is it's the age of social media, and it's a matter of human nature that everybody wants to have an opinion, and everybody wants to believe that they have all the facts when they don't. And that's why the prosecutor's office and I are both going to be professionals about it, and we're going to wait until the investigation's over and see where that lands us, and then we'll have more to say at that point.
Who investigates something like that? I mean, detectives for Whitestown,
Whitestown
Boone
Police
County,
Department.
yeah.
And they may or may not ask for assistance. I mean, they can ask for assistance from like the State Police Crime Lab, and I'm talking hypothetically. Okay. I'm not talking even about Whitestown in this situation right now. A local police department like that may ask for assistance. I mean, after the Greenwood Park Mall shooting, the Greenwood Police Department down there, Chief James Eisen, who also just a consummate professional, did a great job throughout that whole scenario, in which I represented Elijah Dick, and they asked for assistance from the FBI because they were trying to unlock a laptop that had been damaged and a phone that had been thrown in a toilet, and the FBI has sort of unique skill set to do things like that and those technological capabilities, and so they asked for the assistance from the FBI. So it's going to be Whitestown Police Department in the lead, and they may or may not. They may ask for assistance, like I said, from the State Police Crime Lab that can do things that a lot of local police departments may not be able to do from a technological standpoint, or other departments across the country too.
Over the weekend, I saw you post on your social media the castle doctrine, like basically lining it all up there so everybody knows exactly what we're talking about here. I know you've talked about it multiple times on our show, but I think it bears repeating here. Tell us about the castle doctrine.
Yeah, and main reason I did that is, without any specific reference to the Whitestown situation at all. But people out there discussing what the law in Indiana is, we're just getting it wrong, left, right, and center. And I mean, everywhere I looked, there was just all this complete misunderstanding. And it's so frustrating to see people out there on social media who are just stating absolute BS, just complete fallacies, as if it's established fact, and as if they know what they're talking about. And I'm not going to respond to any of that, right? I'm not that's not what I do. I don't have time to do that. That's not my job. And I'm sure not going to do that in the context of a case that's under investigation. But it was frustrating. And so what I did, both on Twitter and on Facebook, is I just said, hey, for those who need to know, and all I did is I quoted verbatim the language right out of the Indiana Castle Doctrine statute. And I always say, look it up. It's so easy. Google it, and it'll pop right up. It's 35-41-3-2. And if you put that into Google, the first thing that will come up will be the results of that mathematical formula. And the second thing that will come up will be the Indiana statute. And you go to Section D of that statute, and it says that a person is justified in using reasonable force, including deadly force, with no duty to retreat. That's what makes it a stand your ground law, but with no duty to retreat if, and this is the big test, if the person reasonably believes that that force, meaning deadly force, the person reasonably believes that that force is necessary to prevent or terminate an unlawful entry of or attack on their dwelling. Now, it goes on from there and talks about curtilage and occupied motor vehicle. But if we're talking about our homes, right, if that's the context, then that's it. If you reasonably believe that deadly force is necessary to either prevent, and yes, prevent is a word in the statute, or terminate an unlawful entry into your home, then you can use deadly force to do that. And there's so much statement of the Castle Doctrine out there, misunderstanding what it meant, misunderstanding what stand your ground means. Stand your ground just means that part right there where it says with no duty to retreat. In other words, I don't have to run out the back door first. I can defend my home. That's all that means. And the word prevent being so important, and people not understanding that, and seeming to believe that someone must have crossed the threshold of your home before the Castle Doctrine applies, and the statute, by its very terms, doesn't say that.
It's Monday Gun Day with the gun guy, Guy Relford, joining us here on the Hammer and Nigel show. Getting some numbers about gun sales in the month of October. Americans bought a lot of guns in October.
Kidding?
Near records that were set on the eve of some elections, like in early November here. Why do you think this is?
Yeah, it's really interesting to me because, when people were worried about Hillary Clinton becoming president, then we saw record gun sales. And people were worried about Joe Biden becoming president, then we saw record gun sales. So why did we just see, near record gun sales again, pretty much matching those numbers in October of 2025? When we're only, coming up on year one of the Trump presidency. And I've got a specific theory about that. And this relates to something I talked about on my show, which is a recent poll came out. I don't remember who took the poll. It was New York Times. It was, some quote unquote major publication. It came out and said more Americans today believe that they will experience political violence in their lifetimes. Today, more so than ever before.
Wow.
And
political, not just, like violence of somebody breaking into your house.
That's a great clarifying question, Jason, because we're not talking about some guy saying, give me your wallet with a knife in, downtown Indianapolis. We're talking about political violence, that they will experience political violence at some point in their lifetime. And it's funny because my wife and I have had that conversation where I've said, I'm pretty damn old, but throughout my lifetime, I've thought, what's the possibility I'll ever actually have to take up arms? I'll actually have to grab a gun and defend the family, defend you, defend me against some form of political violence. And 10 years ago, I would have said 0.001%. I don't know what it would have been. It would have been really low. But with everything we're seeing today, and with the left in particular being so predisposed and even enthusiastic about promoting political violence against people that they disagree with, and obviously directed at political leaders or incredible influencers like Charlie Kirk, but people cheering the assassination attempts against President Trump, cheering the assassination of Charlie Kirk. And
professional people, not just scumbags, like university professors and teachers.
Exactly. It's pervasive. And I told my wife, before the Charlie Kirk assassination, I said, I would have put it at 0.00 some, minuscule percentage before, and I'm at about 10% now. And it's dramatically more than it ever was. And that has influenced my decisions in terms of what I have in the trunk of my car right now is different than what it was a year from now in terms of my personal preparation for being confronted with violence. What I carry on my person has remained pretty consistent, but that has changed in the last year or so because of what I see as an increasingly hostile environment out there.
Take a break, come right back. Guy Relford with us. This is the Hammer and Nigel Show.
So the Indy real estate market is strong, but it's not easy. Now is a good time to sell only if you hire a real estate team that knows how to aggressively market your home, like Mark Deedle Realty. Neil listed his house with a friend of his for like 60 days. Nothing happened, so he got a hold of Mark Deedle. Mark got his house sold in 15 days, as is, for the price that Neil needed.
Mark Deedle guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. That's right, he will buy it. And you pick your move date, no long-term contracts, and you can cancel at any time. Nobody else can touch that. Reach out to Mark Deedle right now. 317-755-4232. At least start a conversation. 755-4232, or go to markdeedle.com. That's Mark, D-I-E-T-E-L, markdeedle.com.
Barack Obama is back and pushing Democrat-run states like California to rig the midterm elections and put more leftists in Congress. Joe Biden already counted illegals in the 2020 census, but they still want more.
We've watched the Democrats destroy our country.
Now, President Trump is fighting back, and it's time for Indiana to join that fight. Indiana legislators will have a chance to stand with President Trump, level the playing field, and pass fair maps when they convene for a special session on December 1st. Trump's agenda to save America hangs in the balance, and now more than ever, we need leaders with the stomach for a fight. Senator Jim Buck is refusing to tell Hoosiers if he stands with President Trump or Barack Obama and Gavin Newsom. Call Senator Jim Buck today and tell him our country can't afford for him to sit this fight out. It's time for him to stand with President Trump and pass fair maps now. Paid for by Building a Better Economy.
Guy Relford here. Time again for the Indy 1500 Gun and Knife Show this coming weekend at the State Fairgrounds, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's never been a more important time to exercise our rights as true Americans. It's the Indy 1500 Gun and Knife Show. See the best in sporting, hunting, and personal protection gear, plus great displays of Americana. Come see us this weekend at the Indy 1500 Gun and Knife Show, Friday 2 to 7, Saturday 9 to 6, and Sunday 9 to 4. It's the Indy 1500 Gun and Knife Show. See you there.
Central Indiana knows tough, but your water shouldn't be. Indiana ranks among the hardest water in the country, and your home is paying the price. Connecticut's non-electric technology means no timer, settings, or headaches. Just water that works, even when the power doesn't. And the twin tank design means clean, soft water 24/7. Connecticut water softeners are the solution, made in the U.S. Visit ConnecticutIndy.com and mention Made in the U.S. for an additional $250 off your purchase of a softener. Connecticut, American-made, Midwest tough.
It's that time of year again, when the leaves turn, the days get shorter, and you hear a lot about Medicare open enrollment. If you're feeling overwhelmed by all the options, you're not alone. Original Medicare, Advantage plans, Part D, Medigap, it's a lot to sort through, and making the wrong choice can cost you more than just your financial confidence. That's where Howard Bailey Financial comes in. At Howard Bailey, we don't just help you pick a Medicare plan. We help you make a more confident choice with your full financial picture in mind. Our team has licensed Medicare professionals backed by experienced financial advisors, all working together to help you retire with purpose. Get started by texting CARE to 888-494-5004 to speak with the Howard Bailey team and start your Medicare conversation today. At Howard Bailey Financial, we make Medicare simple so you can focus on enjoying the season, not stressing about it. Howard Bailey Securities LLC is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. See disclosures at howardbailey.com.
Friendly reminder to change your filter. Head on over to our website at familyhvac.net for some of the best pricing on filters around.
Family Heating and Air is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15. Go to drexelin.com for details.
WIBC cares, and if you or someone you care about needs food assistance, we have resources for you, including food distribution locations with an interactive map. Also, learn how you can make a difference for friends and neighbors in need, all at WIBC.com.
Matt Baer is out. Mike Priest is in. What's going on?
All right, 65 southbound, a little bit of a snag again from West Street to Meridian, and then it's heavy most of the way through the downtown collector. It's also tightening up from before Raymond to Keystone. Northbound heavy from around Troy Avenue to the South Split, and around 465. We're starting to see taps of the brakes here and there. Nothing substantial just yet. This report is sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to drexelin.com for details. I'm Mike Priest. Follow us on X for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
33 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. Guy, we got about 30 seconds here, but I think the most important question is, when did you crack that first beer on Sunday for the Colts game? Because you went somewhere and watched it. What time was that first brew?
I saw that jersey on social media that you had.
I had my brand new Sauce Gardner jersey. I was the first kid on my block with a Sauce Gardner jersey.
Nice.
But my wife, my oldest son, my oldest granddaughter, who's 21, and my daughter, who's home from Jacksonville, Florida, we all went to Tom's Watch Bar downtown.
Oh, cool.
And a great place, TVs everywhere. Yeah, you can't throw a stick without a humongous TV right in front of you. Great food, had a great time, and yeah, drank a little beer.
Over under 9:45 a.m. First beer.
Oh, under.
Nice. There we go.
Doors opened at 9, and I was waiting with my hand on the doorknob when they opened.
Hey, if somebody wants to reach out to you, if they've got questions, if they want to hire you, how can they find you?
On Twitter. Give me a follow while you're on there. On Twitter at Guy Relford.
Guy, you're the best. Appreciate you, brother.
Thanks, guys.
Top stories next.
If you have Medicaid and are new to Medicare, you may qualify to enroll in a Humana Medicare Advantage dual eligible special needs plan with a lot more benefits like dental, vision, and hearing, along with helpful support when you need it most. Now is the time to see if you qualify to enroll. It only takes a few minutes to find out if you're eligible. Our licensed sales agents are ready to help you understand your options. So this Medicare planning season, we can help you plan well. Learn more at humanaduals.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a dual eligible special needs HMO SNP plan with a Medicare contract and a contract with the state Medicaid program. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
Guy Relford here. Time again for the Indy 1500 Gun and Knife Show this coming weekend at the State Fairgrounds, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's never been a more important time to exercise our rights as true Americans. It's the Indy 1500 Gun and Knife Show. See the best in sporting, hunting, and personal protection gear, plus great displays of Americana. Come see us this weekend at the Indy 1500 Gun and Knife Show, Friday 2 to 7, Saturday 9 to 6, and Sunday 9 to 4. It's the Indy 1500 Gun and Knife Show. See you there.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $200 into something bigger when you bet on money line, spread, totals, player props.
$200 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Indiana. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Every day, you're giving yourself to others. Whether it's soccer practice, work demands, or meal planning for the fam, life just keeps going. But an extraordinary life is the one you keep loving and living. 1 in 8 women will face breast cancer in her lifetime. Age 40 or older? Visit franciscanhealth.org/breastcare to schedule your mammogram online. And don't let the ordinary get in the way of your extraordinary life.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
What's Jeff Saturday up to these days?
Retiring from football means a lot of things for a guy like me. It means more time to pick up some hobbies, like baking, puzzles, and some gardening. It also means pinching pennies. And that's why I look for unclaimed property at indianaunclaimed.gov. Look, it's your money, and they want you to have it. So check indianaunclaimed.gov or text Jeff to 46220 and search now.
Garage door problems? Call today for service today. Garage Doors of Indianapolis services all makes of garage doors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call today for service today. 875-4577. Call today for service today. Get it fixed right now. Call Garage Doors of Indianapolis at 875-4577 or visit doorstoday.com.
In the morning, call 875-4577. Service today. Today.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recycler Studios, why state police say you should stay safe, and SNAP benefits. You'll hear updates about that soon. You're listening to 93 WIBC. It's 4 o'clock.
A bipartisan effort to end the shutdown. Lisa Brady, Fox News.
I just want to say how much I appreciate the 8 joining with us to just reopen up the government.
Wisconsin Republican Senator Ron Johnson also just telling Fox after the late night vote to break a Senate filibuster.
I can say for most Republicans, we want to work with Democrats, for example, on the individuals who are losing all their subsidies.
Democrats have been pushing for an extension of Obamacare subsidies expiring this year. The Senate's new short-term spending bill does not include that. Instead, they're only being promised a separate vote. A final vote is still needed, which would send the spending bill to the House. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries.
All of these loudmouths on the House Republican conference side who's been saying for the last several weeks that we have to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits. Now is their chance.
Jeffries also argues a variety of costs are still rising under the Trump administration. White House Economic Council Director Kevin Hassett says the administration's working on affordability, including for housing, after the president floated the idea of 50-year mortgages.
What it does is it reduces the monthly payment quite a bit for a typical home for middle America, and it's by a few $100s a month. And we need to help people get back into homes.
Critics warn against increasing the amount of interest being paid and not addressing a housing supply shortage. The president also wants to send checks to Americans from what he calls tariff dividends.
And one of the things we're going to do, we're going to issue a dividend to our middle-income people and lower-income people of about $2,000, and we're going to use the remaining tariffs to lower our debt.
The president just repeating that moments ago. Hassett emphasizing, though, the proposed checks would need congressional approval. Wall Street rallies. The Dow up 381 points at the bell. America is listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Hundreds of crashes have been reported across the state. Sunny and 32. I'm Jake McDaniel, and this report is brought to you by Guardian Wells Financial. Here's what's trending at 4:02. That was ever since snow started falling yesterday.
The underlying cause is they were in a hurry, so they were probably tailgating, making unsafe lane changes, whatever it may be. Being in a hurry is often what causes most of these crashes.
State Police Sergeant John Perrine says it's best to make sure you slow down and make sure your headlights are activated. An Indianapolis man is getting 2 years in prison for exposing himself to a woman, Jarrett Lewis reports.
That particular incident happening in July in Indianapolis. IMPD officers identified Cameron Greenwood as the suspect, and it turns out he's no stranger to the police. It was the 49th time he had been arrested, and a number of those arrests are for exposing himself in public. Greenwood was sentenced on Monday. Due to jail credit, he likely won't spend all 720 days behind bars. Jarrett Lewis, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
Average gas price in Indiana today is $3 a gallon, says AAA. Governor Mike Braun said today that Indiana is moving forward with partial SNAP benefits starting tomorrow. The state is avoiding full payment because of the federal government funding situation and a lack of money in the SNAP contingency fund. The state says thousands of households will not get a partial payment, but they will receive their benefits once full funding is restored. And the second-ranked Indiana Hoosier football team has a quarterback named Fernando Mendoza, and he's a candidate for this year's Heisman Trophy. Hoosier head football coach Kurt Cignetti explained today why he thinks Mendoza is special.
Fernando never ceases to amaze me. He's so deep, he's so intelligent, he's such a good and caring, giving person that, he's an A++ every single interview.
Mendoza led the Hoosiers on a last-minute drive to beat Penn State last Saturday. The 10-0 Hoosiers face the 3-6 Wisconsin Badgers this Saturday in Bloomington, and the kickoff is at noon. You're 1 minute away from traffic and weather. It's 4:04.
Picture this. Your career ends, your paycheck stops. Suddenly you're conducting your retirement with no sheet music. Don't let that happen. I'm Jason Hutchins, and after years of guiding Hoosier families through retirement planning, I put together some of the most important lessons into one simple, easy-to-read book, Orchestrate Your Retirement, a guide to composing a financially tuned plan. Get a copy mailed to you at no cost. Call 317-660-0929. That's 317-660-0929. This book is packed with real-world stories and strategies on income, Social Security, taxes, and how to protect what you've worked so hard to build. Call Guardian Wells Financial at 317-660-0929. That's 660-0929 and ask for your copy. No pressure, no strings attached. Supplies are limited, so when they're gone, they're gone. Orchestrate your retirement. The rhythm of your future starts here.
Investment advisory services offered through Creative One Wealth LLC, a registered investment advisor. Guardian Wells Financial is not affiliated with Creative One Wealth or with any government agency. Licensed insurance professionals.
You've got WIBC traffic at 4:05 with Mike Priest.
Leading off on the southwest side, a crash with injuries at Kentucky and Man Road. 65 southbound sold from West Street to Meridian and heavy through the downtown collector. Northbound, you're plugged up Troy Avenue to the south split. 465 on the north side, filling in eastbound Michigan to Meridian and Allisonville to 69. On the east side, you're still north 71st to 69. This report is sponsored by Grand Appliance. Shop the Black Friday Now sale at Grand Appliance to save on LG and other top appliance brands. Visit grandappliance.com or your local Grand showroom for details. I'm Mike Priest. Follow us on X for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And now here's the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Expect another very cold night ahead for us tonight with lows in the mid-20s with breezy winds that will cause wind chill values to fall into the teens. Tuesday, we remain breezy with wind gusts of 25 to 35 miles per hour at times, but we're a little warmer with highs near 40. We cannot rule out isolated snow flurries mainly in the daytime hours. And then by the middle of the work week on Wednesday, expect temperatures to get back to near seasonable levels this time of the year with highs in the mid-50s and breezy winds continuing. On Wish TV, Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on The Level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos? So let's rock!
All right, Hammer. Tentative deal to open the government, I guess. The shutdown may or may not be over. There's a lot of procedural things to go through. But the Senate on Sunday night voted to advance a deal that would move forward funding the government.
For those of you keeping score at home, here is what the Democrats will receive in this updated agreement to open up the government.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
They don't get anything.
Yeah.
They did all of this, blabbermouthing and finger wagging. They tried to get Jake Tapper on CNN to put all the propaganda out there for him. Their useful idiot Jake Tapper. And to show for it, they're not going to get anything.
Yeah, like Rob, I heard Rob talking about this earlier this morning. They were waiting for the off-year elections to go through. They were waiting for all that to get done. They settled. This is so funny. The Democrats settled for some sort of non-binding promise of a future vote for the subsidies that they wanted, but there's no assurance of a passage in the Senate, no commitment from the Republicans.
They accepted a maybe.
Yeah, they accepted it. That's a great way of putting it. They accepted a maybe. Now, Democrats, look, it fully restores the SNAP, the food stamp program through next year, reverses federal worker layoffs initiated during the shutdown, prohibits further layoffs until the end of January. So there's that, but
that's not what they were stomping their feet about.
Not at all. But they just wanted to get through the elections, which the Democrats had very good off-year election results, and we're creeping up on Thanksgiving. And, this isn't over yet, actually. I mean, there were thousands of flight delays today because of what has happened with the shutdown.
And the lack of air traffic controllers.
Yes.
But ultimately, the big topic was they wanted health benefits for illegals. That's what the Democrats were kicking and screaming about.
Well, they'll vote for it here at a later date.
Just the Senate, and there's no promise that the House will do it.
Nope.
And you need both. So they accepted a bad maybe.
Schumer's getting raked over the coals. Crying Chuck.
Oh, The View. From what I've been told, The View this afternoon is just must-see TV because it is Operation Kick Schumer to the Curb. Full effect. Because keep in mind, the senators that decided to change their mind and move this forward. Now, Fetterman was always on board, so take him out of the equation.
You were missing what 5 Senate votes for this?
They got that weenie Tim Kaine. They got Shaheen, Masto, Hassan, King, and the guy's name that sounds like a disease you get on spring break, Dick Durbin, out of the great state of Illinois.
Everybody that's not up for re-election for 4 to 6 years.
Correct.
By the way, just so you know.
And it wasn't the big names per se either. Like, again, Fetterman, okay. Durbin, maybe. But we're not talking about any of the big-time heavy hitters of Democrat leadership here. But they accepted nothing. Absolutely nothing. And the Republicans were like, all right, glad we couldn't do business with you. MSNBC last night, they had a panel on.
Oh, no.
And needless to say, the panel of all people who agree with each other were ticked off.
I have a lot more questions than answers. I don't know why Senate Democrats
are going along with
fought
it
so hard for a date promised in the future, and looks like they're settling for something that is 6 weeks down the line. Like,
yeah, and
I don't get it.
I would say it doesn't feel like a gentleman's agreement. It feels like Lucy and the football.
Ooh,
you know?
yeah, I see that.
It's like, oh yeah, we promised this vote.
Right.
Whoops, the vote's gone.
But they could even, in good faith, do a vote in the Senate. Nothing's going to happen in the House. For 40 days, you shut the government down, and now you're going to open the government up. And what did you get in return?
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
Nothing after the pain you inflicted. So you're getting nothing in return.
It looks like they folded.
Maybe they got the election. They were looking for the results in the election. I'm speaking of the Democrats, and they still got the Obamacare stuff going on. Nothing's disappearing.
Right.
Okay.
Republicans are doing a victory lap.
They didn't get the super subsidies and stuff like that. They're going to vote on that later. So I probably a good move. Creeping up on Thanksgiving. Traveling, air traffic controllers. Hopefully, my wife has to go out of town next week. Hopefully, it's not, fixed by then. I don't want to go out of town because I don't like being home with the kids by myself.
Understood. Air traffic controllers, by the way, Trump put out a statement saying that those that kept working during the shutdown, he wants to give them a $10,000 bonus for a, quote, distinguished service to our country award.
Damn right.
I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Sometimes the old man gets rolling on Truth Social, and he's bada bing, bada boom, putting out things left and right, hot take after hot take. But yesterday he did write that if you were an air traffic controller and you stayed working during the shutdown, he wants to give you $10,000 as a thank you for helping the country. We'll see if that happens or not. If you need a reason to drink tonight, Nigel, I got a couple of them for you.
Okay.
Number one, happy 69th birthday to actor-comedian Sinbad.
Sinbad?
Sinbad.
I was not aware that he was still alive. I thought
He
was
had a
passed away.
bad stroke. Like, he was in a bad way for a while. And I think he's still recovering, but he's still with us. He was on A Different World.
Yeah.
The Christmas movie Jingle All the Way, opposite Arnold Schwarzenegger. Necessary Roughness.
Yeah.
And he's part of this, what's it called? The Mandela effect, where you swear something's happened, but it never did. People are convinced that Sinbad starred in some movie as a genie called Shazam. It's one of these things, it's called the Mandela effect. Everybody's convinced that it happened, but it never did.
Is that Shaq?
Shaq did Kazam.
Okay.
But not Shazam. Sinbad, I think, played the role of a genie as a side character in something else, but he never had a standalone Shazam movie. So
this is quite an interesting piece of trivia that you've come up with.
Well, it's like Ed McMahon, right? People will always say Ed McMahon technically never came up to your porch with a big check. We all think that he did, but I guess technically he never did with Publishers Clearinghouse. Another reason to drink tonight, happy 250th birthday to United States Marine Corps.
Hoo-ah.
250 years
Hell
old
yeah.
today.
Hell yeah.
Happy birthday to the United States Marine Corps, the only branch of the military that can say with a straight face, they were born in a bar. And not just any bar, the original Tun Tavern. Sure, the original building was torn down in 1781, but Marine veteran Monty Dom rebuilt it a block away, which kind of feels right. Marines don't wait for history to come back. They rebuild it, shine it up, and hold a ceremony with enough pride to crack a Liberty Bell. So cheers to the Marines, the only people who can turn a birthday party into a national moment. And still be early for formation tomorrow. Semper Fi.
There it is. Happy 250th birthday to the United States Marines. Tomorrow on this program, we're going to be raising some money for Hoosier veterans in need. We'll have more on that coming up a little bit later on, but get ready to help us out. We're going to raise some money for some badass Hoosiers, men and women who are a little bit down on their luck and need some assistance. And we're doing that tomorrow on Veterans Day. Mike Priest is in for Matt Baer. What's going on?
Well, here come the crashes. We've got one it's on Michigan Road, a little bit south of 76th. Also have a crash at 35th and Clifton. And an update on the crash with injuries at Kentucky Avenue and Man Road. We've been hearing on the scanners, police staging. They are starting to enact some closures around that intersection, so steer clear. 65 southbound, you're jammed up from 21st to before West Street with a stall in the left lane. Then you're packed in through the downtown collector. This report is sponsored by Fresh Time Market. Fresh Time Market, where quality meets savings every day. Fresh produce, meat, and more. Fresh Time Market. Healthy living for less. I'm Mike Priest. Follow us on X for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
All right now, we are looking at clear skies and 34 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. And we need all of you, badass Hoosiers, to go to the WIBC YouTube page, give us a like, give us a thumbs up. We've got to get to 150. That's the magic number, right? Right now, looks like we need about 83 more, okay?
Well, we can get that.
We need 83. So, if you're proud to be an American, if you're celebrating the Marine Corps' birthday, or if you just don't like 20-year-olds in the digital department like we don't, whatever your reason, help us out a little bit, okay? Jump to WIBC's YouTube page. You can watch the live cameras of the show. You can see how handsome Nigel and I look, how athletic and firm our tan thighs are. You can also jump in the chat, the WIBC chat. Get with all your other hamroids and Nigerians, but give us a like, give us a thumbs up. We got to get to 150. The quicker we do it, the quicker I can tell these 20-year-olds in our digital department to bite me. WIBC's YouTube page, help us out. Is This Anything Next?
Oh, yeah, Hammer and Nigel here for your Central Indiana American Standard Mitsubishi Electric Elite Ductless Pro dealer, Absolute Comfort. Absolute Comfort, they specialize in these ductless mini splits. Mount them on your wall, flush with the ceiling. They can heat and cool at efficient levels, and they can be used to heat or cool specific rooms without ductwork, which ends up being a very clean way to heat and cool your home, business, or even your garage. Absolute Comfort.
These high-tech units are how most of the world heats and cools their homes and offices. These Mitsubishi electric ductless systems have advancements that can sense when a person's in the room, and they can warm or cool that room to that person's wishes. It's pretty cool the way that it works. For the ultimate in efficiency and comfort, contact Chris Wedekin at Absolute Comfort to find out more. That's absolutecomfort.org. absolutecomfort.org. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Do you suffer from sore feet, back, knee, or hip pain? The Good Feet Arch Support System has helped many people find relief, like Tim.
I'm always telling my colleagues who have sore feet, this is the greatest thing. I'll even take my shoe off and show them. And I believe in the product so much. When you have something that works, you kind of want to share it with people. It worked for me, maybe it can work for you.
Or do you wake up at night with heel pain, like Crystal?
I would wake up in the middle of the night with all kinds of pain in my heels and in my arch. So I went to the Good Feet store. And ever since then, I've been pain-free. I wear them every day. I wear them when I walk, at the gym, when I work. They're great.
Get back to walking, working, and exercising, and imagine a life without pain. No shots, no surgery, no medication. You've got nothing to lose but your pain. Stop into the Good Feet store today for a free fitting and test walk. We're located in Castleton by the Fashion Mall or in Greenwood, just off the 65.
Thanks to the Good Feet store. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
He's Donald Trump's #1 enemy in Congress, Chicago politician Dick Durbin. Now, Durbin has a new scheme. He's doing the dirty work to benefit corporate megastores. Durbin's bill could cut corners on your credit card security, putting your personal data at risk. Big chain retailers and warehouse stores want to inflate their profits, and liberal Dick Durbin would help them do it. Tell senators, say no to the megastores and Dick Durbin. Paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
Another accident? What happened?
Our truck driver got cut off, and they're getting blamed. No witnesses, no proof, and insurance is skyrocketing.
Wait, our drivers shouldn't take the blame for this?
Exactly why we need Samsara. Their AI dashcam show real-time video proving when our drivers aren't at fault.
So we protect our drivers and avoid false claims?
Yep. Companies using Samsara have exonerated their drivers and saved millions on insurance.
Protect your drivers and your bottom line at Samsara.com. Samsara. Operates smarter.
The holidays are right around the corner. Is your home ready for hosting all your guests? My friends at Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling are here to help with any unexpected plumbing or HVAC issues that we know are at the bottom of your holiday prep list. For the month of November, Hope will give you $200 off any $1,000 plus plumbing or HVAC service. Hope is here to help so you can get back to what matters most. Call Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling today at 641-HOPE or online at hopeplumbing.com.
Tess, what's up?
Oh, you know, the CFO needs me to book a week of travel. I'm days behind on invoices. The plants in the lobby are dying, and now I have to order lunch for 80 with gluten-free options.
Just use Easy Cater.
Easy Cater?
One platform built for workplaces, tons of great restaurants, any group size, with tools to meet dietary needs and stay on budget. Plus, rewards.
Rewards?
You earn rewards points when you order, good for discounts or even gift cards for you.
Now that's what's up.
Easy Cater, the easy, rewarding way to order food for work. Order now at easycater.com.
The Attorney General's Office, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every week. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov or text Hammer and Nigel to 46220 today.
This hour powered by Family Heating and Air, your American Standard Air dealer. Nobody cares for you like family.
Hammer and Nigel presents
It depends upon what the meaning of the word is.
Is this anything?
All right, let's rock and roll.
Oh, yeah, it is. Brought to you by Indiana Unclaimed, presented by the Attorney General's Office here in Indiana. Reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every single week. Fast, easy, and free to search at indianaunclaimed.gov.
Easy and free around the holiday time.
Come on.
Extra money comes into play, man. Check it out. Is this anything? some dainty, beautiful pageant contestant chick was vying for the title of Miss World Chile last weekend.
Oh, Miss World, yeah. Yeah.
She took the stage. It was time for the talent competition.
Yeah?
She had her sash on, a beautiful black gown, and then she broke out for the talent portion, some death metal, baby.
So this is Miss World.
Yes.
She looks like... You can keep playing it. She looks like a younger version of Melania Trump, I think. She's beautiful. This is something...
Nigel's never been more turned on.
Turn it up a little bit. That's a woman singing death metal. She's got a band, obviously.
A pageant chick.
She's the new Miss World.
She won.
She won.
She got the dub.
She won. She's beautiful. Does that even sound like a female singing? It sounds like some sort of...
Sounds like somebody opening up for Guar.
It sounds like, I would get those requests at 11 o'clock at night at X103 when I played. Yeah, play some death metal, man. Although, if people would have known that, if our programmers would have known she was that beautiful, we may have played that. She won. Yeah, that's something for sure.
All the other pageant girls are up there talking about world peace, and they're juggling, and they're doing comedy, and she goes up there. That's awesome. Is this anything? A Pittsburgh woman was handing out candy to trick-or-treaters a couple weekends ago, and her wedding ring slipped off of her finger when she was putting candy into a bag. She discovered it was gone. She was worried that it had fallen into some kid's bag. Here's Maddie Carver on the fortunate story of getting it back from a mom.
Oh, this is Hallmark.
She saw one of the news stories and she was like, I go look in my kid's bag. She's like, I know that I was around 27th and Larkins that night. And she immediately went and looked in the bag and bling, bling, there it was.
Yeah, that's something fine. That's beautiful. Would you have, if you didn't see the notice that there was somebody had dropped their wedding ring in a bag, would you have, and you found the wedding ring, what would you have done? Would you have taken it to the police?
As somebody who has lost
shop?
a wedding ring before, I know how frustrating it can be.
Yeah.
So I probably would have retraced my steps, looked around the neighborhood, check the Facebook pages, did anybody post about losing a ring? Other than that, I'm not going to bend over backwards and go nuts, but if I knew somebody had lost it, I would have helped them out.
We always talk about this. Somebody loses like a bag full of money, or they leave something on the top of their car and it falls off and you find it. How far do you go? How much effort do you put into reuniting this valuable thing with its owner?
And let's not get it twisted. Bag of money, I think, is a different discussion.
Okay, maybe it's a bad example. I don't know.
Bag of money, let's say that there's $5,000 in it.
Sure.
I would try to find the original owner and say, I found your $1,000.
Hey-o!
Bunch of no good vagrants must have taken the other money. I guess people have no values these days. And now, if you'll excuse me, I'm on my way to Vegas.
Yeah, no. Hey, look, man, you're not the only one. My wife lost her wedding ring. Yeah.
It happens.
It sucked. It really was, and that was recent. That was recent. We had it insured, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a fun thing because it's a sentimental thing.
Right.
And so, yeah, I probably would have gone to some lengths to find the owner of
now where was Lindsay at when she lost the ring?
She was at IU North, getting a doctor's check, like a checkup or whatever. So
okay.
So and then somewhere between there and her car, something got lost and it sucked.
I was with my wife when I lost mine. So I feel like that saved me from getting some sort of lecture.
Did you lose it Wait. Did you lose it in your yard?
So we were in the yard cleaning the dogs, giving the dogs a wash in the summertime, and I took the ring off and I put it on my car because I didn't want to get it all gross and dirty, and forgot about it. And I even told Crystal, hey, don't let me forget my ring. Narrator, she didn't remind me, and I drove off the next day.
You're going to find that ring somewhere in your yard someday. You know you are, right? I mean, it's got to be somewhere.
We have looked everywhere. There's no way. There's no way. And I'm not even sure if it's in my yard. Like, it may have stayed on my car until I backed out and fell off somewhere else. But it's gonzo, man. I'm on a new ring.
I set a Coca-Cola can on the back of my bumper one time on my truck and then drove downtown. Before I finished it, and I was outside doing something, and I drove downtown, and it was still on the back of my truck.
Really?
When I came downtown.
You sure it was a Coke can?
Yeah, no, it was a Coke can. It was during the week, during the day, and I know that means
you sure it was a Coke can?
That means nothing to you,
right?
But those things tend to stay on your bumper for a while, so yeah, that could be in it. Your ring could be anywhere right now if you put it on your bumper.
Yeah, I'm not even worried about it.
Yeah, I know.
Diamonds Direct taking care of me. We got a new good one here. Look good, look great. And because I lost it with my wife, I avoided any, why was your wedding ring off? Who took your wedding ring off? Did you leave it at that whore's house? See, when you lose it with your wife, you avoid all of those awkward conversations.
There it is.
It's the whore's fault. It's the Hammer and Nigel show.
Cleaned out the garage this weekend after the Colts game, and just in the nick of time because of the weather this morning. But it was so easy to clean. My Galaxy Concrete garage floor coating made it so easy. You should have seen my garage floor before Galaxy Concrete Coatings got a hold of it. It is night and day. 4 times stronger, faster drying, stronger hold, color won't fade. Like I said, easy to clean, and it's a lifetime warranty. They don't use epoxy. Forget about epoxy. They use polyurea. Trust me, it's so much better. Check out their pictures. Get a quote, galaxyconcretecoatings.com, or call them 751-9070.
Right now at Tom Roush Lincoln, get a 2025 Lincoln Corsair for $4,000 off plus 0% APR. 2025 Lincoln Aviator from $5,000 off plus 0%. Or 2025 Lincoln Nautilus for $4,500 off. Also 0% APR. So come get that new Lincoln at Tom Roush Lincoln in Fisher.
Corsair MSRP $51,720. Aviator MSRP $72,225. Nautilus MSRP $71,660. 0% APR for 48 months on qualifying Lincolns. Good through 12/1/2025. Subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
Airports nationwide dealing with flight delays and cancellations. 32 degrees and mostly sunny. I'm Jake McDaniel. This report is brought to you by Moss Roofing, and here's what's trending at 431. Of course, it's all because of the government shutdown.
This after the FAA instructed airlines to cut 4% of daily flights starting last Friday at 40 major airports across the U.S. because of a shortage in air traffic controllers. Tomorrow, reductions in flights are mandated to reach 6% and then will hit 10% by Friday. That is if the government shutdown doesn't end. But for now, the federal government shutdown drags on, the longest in history, and the country's air traffic controllers missed another paycheck today. Now, this comes as the United States already faces an air traffic controller shortage, between 1,000 and 2,000 controllers short, and during the federal shutdown, they've been retiring in droves, between 15 to 20 every single day.
Fox Business Network's Max Gordon reporting this is because workers stopped going to work because they have not been getting paid. The snow will melt across Indiana later in the week when temperatures go back up close to 60 degrees. But Joe Neal with the National Weather Service says there will be some threats the snow and ice will leave behind.
Combined with the colder temperatures that have moved into the area, will be the potential for some slick spots on roadways, especially those bridges and overpasses that are, always the quickest ones to ice up.
And he says rain is possible in Indiana by this weekend. Friends and family filled the pews at an Indianapolis church yesterday to remember a woman who was shot and killed Wednesday in Whitestown. The Visitation and Celebration of Life service were held for Maria Rios Perez. She was killed after accidentally arriving at the wrong address for a cleaning job.
As you remember them in the days to come, as you can help them, and as you can be beside them, as you can embrace them.
Funeral attendant AJ Corral is talking to Wish TV, and if you're a Wizard of Oz fan, you will have the chance to have a costume piece from the film. Margaret Margaret Hamilton's original Wicked Witch of the West Black Hat will go up for auction next month, part of the Heritage Auctions December Hollywood signature action. With your WIBC closing bell report, the Dow rose 381 points to 47,368. The S&P 500 went up 103 points to 6832. The NASDAQ gained 522 points to 23,527. You're 1 minute away from traffic and weather. It's 4:33.
At Duke Energy, we're making Indiana's energy grid stronger and more resilient, ready for storms and for our region's growing energy demands. We're upgrading nearly 20,000 poles, adding more power to the Indiana grid, and using new innovations to assess damage more quickly, speeding our response to storms. We're also modernizing the energy grid with self-healing technology to automatically reroute power around damage to help restore outages faster, sometimes in less than a minute. And we're using smart technology to give you more insight on the energy you use at home to help you save. Daily usage charts on our website or mobile app. Usage alerts and home energy reports to keep you in the know. And we're committed to doing everything we do in cost-efficient ways, so we can keep bills as low as possible while we serve you with reliable energy when you need us most. Duke Energy, building a smarter energy future. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
With traffic at 4:34, Mike Priest, what you got?
Leading off right downtown, drivers struck a pedestrian at Delaware and North Street. To the east, there's a vehicle fire at Shelby and Morris and a crash in Fishers at 106th and Allisonville. 65 jammed southbound from 29th to before West Street with a stalled vehicle that's blocking the left lane. North side of 465 heavy eastbound Keystone to past Allisonville with a stall taking out a lane there. This report is sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Mike Priest. Follow us on X for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And now your American Standard Heating Weather Center forecast.
Tonight with lows in the mid-20s with breezy winds that will cause wind chill values to fall into the teens. Tuesday, we remain breezy with wind gusts of 25 to 35 miles per hour at times, highs near 40. We cannot rule out isolated snow flurries mainly in the daytime hours. Wednesday, expect temperatures to get back to near seasonable levels for this time of the year with highs in the mid-50s and breezy winds continuing. On Wish TV, Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
When it comes to your home, it's important to sell it to someone you can trust.
Simple Quarters never tried to change their offer at any point during the process. Once they gave me that offer, it stood. The offer was absolutely fair. They did explain to me how they came to that price, and it was a fair offer. The best part about this process is I didn't have to make any repairs to the house. Simple Quarters has taken it as is, which is a huge stress relief.
Call Simple Quarters 317-900-HOME.
Struggling with chronic joint pain? Don't want risky surgery or endless pills? QC Kinetics is your answer. Our non-invasive treatment stimulates your body's own biologics and has a fantastic success rate without lengthy recovery or harmful medications. Ready to live your life pain-free? Go to QCkinetics.com/Indianapolis or call 317-559-PAIN and get a no-obligation consultation. Whether it's stem cell, PRP, or a number of other revolutionary therapies, QC Kinetics should be the last call you make. Call 317-559-PAIN.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Oily. Loose. Hey, you were showing me some ratings earlier today, Hammer. And I think we owe this audience a debt of gratitude.
We do.
For tuning into this show. Wow.
Number one in the ratings again, the Hammer and Nigel Show, dominating afternoons here in Indy. And for all of the trolls that can't wait to jump to Twitter and jump to Facebook, well, you should be number one. You're the only news talk show. We're not talking about that. We beat all of the music stations. You name them. An afternoon drive, we beat those dirt bags. JJK and Q95, those no good rotten folks at B105, we dust them. And it's because of you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for coming back to this little nickel and dime pony show that we do every afternoon.
I had somebody come up to me, a buddy of mine, is like, why do you guys brag about that? Like, are you kidding? The news stations do it all the time.
Correct.
Just so you know. Channel 13, Channel 6, Channel 8, whatever, Fox 59. When they get good ratings, they make it known to their audience.
Right.
So I'm not going to do anything different here.
And listen, we work hard. It might seem like we just show up, get drunk, and talk every day, but there's a lot of behind the scenes that goes into this thing, and we surround ourselves with awesome people. Matt Baer is the best traffic reporter in the city. We've got a great newsroom that supports us. We could not do any of this without Allison.
No way.
Allison is so good at what she does. She puts up with a lot of crap from us, but we love her dearly, and we love you guys.
Do we give any credit to our bosses at all? Like
No.
Matt Hedlund and David?
No. None
They
whatsoever.
Got nothing to do with it?
When I put the show together every day, they provide nothing. Now, I will say they don't tell us what to say. Same thing with the Urban One bosses.
They leave us alone.
That's all we can ask for. They leave us alone, and I think they like money and they like ratings. And the other reason we pump our chest and we brag is that we've got the most loyal audience in Indy. Like, you guys have stayed with us. You support our sponsors. So I'm hoping more people want to sponsor this show. More money comes in. We can grow it. Like, I'd love to have another Hammer and Nigel round of billboards one day, Nige.
Come on.
The highly controversial one-day Hammer and Nigel billboard we did for our podcast that was quickly removed by the city of Indianapolis. I'd love to do that kind of stuff again. So please, advertise with us. I'm telling you, we're bringing you the biggest and the most loyal, badass audience of anybody in radio. If you're putting your budget together for 2026, come on, baby. Reach out to us. We're easy to find, unless you're an investigative reporter for Channel 13, that apparently we're the Holy Grail.
Oh, boy.
But we are easy to find, baby. Come on over, advertise with us, and again, thank you so much. And I think it's segments like we're about to do is why we've stayed number one for like 8 years, Nige.
Is that right? Here's another nude dude in the news.
JetBlue passengers accused of having relations in front of children on a flight have had the charges dropped against them. Now, they have been banned for life from JetBlue, which I'm not sure if that's a bad thing or a good thing.
That makes sense.
Trista Riley and Christopher Arnold had their lewd conduct charges dropped after their case stalled in court. Prosecutors couldn't really figure out if relations on a plane that took off from one airport to another, if that falls into the jurisdiction of the arrival location or the departure location.
Just can't figure it out?
No. So really, what's going on here is that the prosecutors couldn't prove, because this case was filed in Florida, okay? The flight was from JFK's airport to Sarasota, Florida. But prosecutors couldn't prove that when these people were naked having sex in the air, it was actually in Florida's airspace. So the charges as of right now have been dropped. This also could have been legal stuff, but I thought, let's do lewd nude dude in the news here.
That's ridiculous.
There was a mom that was traveling with two very small children who alerted the flight crew that some, quote, up and down movements were taking place with these two.
Up and down movements?
Up and down movements. There was some...
Is there a blanket involved? Was there any...
It doesn't say.
Coverage?
Clearly not, because this woman and her children alerted the flight crew. The flight crew had to come by and almost treat it like when dogs and cats are humping each other, spray them with like a little spray bottle. Hey, knock that off. Knock it off.
Clap their hands like, hey,
you guys. No, knock it off. Prosecutors revealed in September that the case had slowed down in a Sarasota County court because of a jurisdiction question. And now, as of yesterday, they've dropped the case due to not knowing where in the country naked relations on a JetBlue plane were taking place.
This has been another
lewd, nude, dude in the news.
After that exciting IU Penn State game, was there any up and down movements in the Laskowski house, Nige? I know Lindsay was fired up.
She was.
She was ready to party. And down movements.
Do you want to hear it again?
Please.
This is Lindsay after my wife. This is after the big win.
IU's win against Penn State. Final touchdown.
Here we go.
It's in! It's in!
Suck it!
And there was no, in answer to your question, there was no extra celebratory festivities afterwards.
I believe the police report called it up and down movements. How about this? We've got a pair of tickets to go see Train with the Bare Naked Ladies, Matt Nathanson, Saturday, August 1st, up at the Ruoff Music Center.
Cool.
Caller number 9 gets to play a fun little game. 239-9393. Train, B&L, Matt Nathanson. Caller number 9, you get to play the game. 239-9393.
Fall in Indiana is prep season, the smart time to get your home ready before the temperatures drop and the snow gets here. Because here's the truth. Roof, siding, gutter, and window problems don't fix themselves. One missing shingle turns into a bad leak. Clogged gutters lead to ice dams. And drafty siding or bad insulation means sky-high heating bills all winter long. That's why you need Moss Roofing. Family owned right here in Indiana for over 30 years, Moss Roofing gives you a free, no-obligation inspection. They'll spot problems now, before the cold settles in, so you're not scrambling in January. And here's a bonus. Thanks to new energy tax credits and Indiana Energy Saver rebates, you could save big on insulation and efficiency upgrades. That's money back in your pocket while protecting your home. So don't wait. Call Moss Roofing today at 317-747-3665. Tell them Tony Cat sent you. 317-747-3665. Moss Roofing, 747-3665, or online at mossroofing.com. Get your home winter ready this fall with people you can trust. mossroofing.com, every shingle time.
Barack Obama is back and pushing Democrat-run states like California to rig the midterm elections and put more leftists in Congress. Joe Biden already counted illegals in the 2020 census, but they still want more.
We've watched the Democrats destroy our country.
Now, President Trump is fighting back, and it's time for Indiana to join that fight. Indiana legislators will have a chance to stand with President Trump, level the playing field, and pass fair maps when they convene for a special session on December 1st. Trump's agenda to save America hangs in the balance, and now more than ever, we need leaders with the stomach for a fight. Senator Jim Buck is refusing to tell Hoosiers if he stands with President Trump or Barack Obama and Gavin Newsom. Call Senator Jim Buck today and tell him our country can't afford for him to sit this fight out. It's time for him to stand with President Trump and pass fair maps now. Paid for by Building a Better Economy.
Hey, it's Big Joe for your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer, Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning. Jim Scott is the owner, and he says they stand behind their work just like American Standard stands behind their equipment.
You give everybody a 3-year labor warranty, and then the manufacturer gives 10 years. So, yeah, people are pretty well accept.
So if you're in Clinton, Boone, or Hamilton counties, just go to jimsheating-air.com for Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local independent American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning Platinum Customer Care dealer.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. If you're living with a chronic condition like diabetes, chronic heart failure, or a cardiovascular disorder, you might count on extra support with your health care too. That's why United Healthcare offers chronic special needs plans with extra benefits and a large provider network to choose from. Visit uhc.com/Medicare to find out if you qualify today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Indiana can count on. Provider network may vary in local market.
If you suffer from burning, tingling, or numbness, pay special attention as we discuss neuropathy with Dr. Matt Schulke, chiropractic neurologist and board certified in neuropathy. What is neuropathy?
Neuropathy is nerve damage in the feet or hands.
What are the symptoms?
The symptoms are numbness, burning, tingling, pain, and loss of balance.
Is neuropathy treatable?
Absolutely, and we get amazing results.
If you have burning, tingling, numbness, pain, or balance issues, call Dr. Schulke today for a free nerve damage screening. This screening will tell if you're at risk for serious complications and if you're a candidate for their specialized treatment program. Don't wait until your symptoms are so severe nothing can be done. End-stage neuropathy leaves people confined to walkers, wheelchairs, even amputations. The first 10 callers will receive a free nerve damage screening. Simply call 463-400-3338. Act now. Call 463-400-3338 for your free nerve damage screening. 463-400-3338.
Any heating and air conditioning problem you've got, we can take care of you. 317-577-8077.
Family Heating and Air is your trusted local independent American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning dealer.
Join us every Friday right around 5:50 for Beer Sample Friday.
Brought to you by Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus, home of free delivery within 75 miles of their store.
Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15. Go to DrexelIN.com for details.
Join us for Downtown Indy Alliance's 63rd Annual Circle of Lights, presented by IBEW Local 481, Friday, November 28th, with live entertainment featuring acts from ISO's Yuletide Celebration, the Indianapolis Children's Choir, and Clayton Anderson. Go to downtownindy.org/holidays.
All right, we'll give away some concert tickets here in just a moment, but first, Mike Priest has a look at the roads.
A pair of new hit-and-run crashes police are heading to, one at 42nd and Meridian to the north, and to the west, one at Rockville and Mickley. 65 still have this stall, jamming things up southbound 29th to before West Street, where the left lane remains blocked. That's slow from Washington through the downtown collector. On 70 eastbound, tied up just past the north split to Emerson. This report is sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors. Get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Mike Priest. Follow us on X for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
32 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. We need 6 more people to go to the WIBC YouTube page. Give us a like. Give us a thumbs up. Just 6 more people.
Come on.
I promise you, if you go to the WIBC YouTube page and give us a thumbs up, hot celebrities will have up and down movements with you in your kitchen tonight. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. But what do you have to lose? Go to WIBC's YouTube page. We need 6. Just 6 people. Give us a like. Give us a thumbs up. But right now, let's give away some tickets. We're going to play a little game called Member of Train or Loves Cocaine.
And now, time to play Member of Train or Loves Cocaine. I love cocaine! Member of Train or Loves Cocaine on the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Bunch of hookers and cocaine.
Oh, okay, that's not good.
Brenda happened to be caller number 9. Brenda, how the heck are you?
Hey, Brenda.
Woohoo!
Brenda, where are you calling us from?
I am trying to get home in this Indianapolis traffic.
I gotcha. Well, be careful, okay? We're going to make this game as easy as we can. We want to give you these train tickets, but you got to get 2 out of 3. I'm going to give you the name of somebody. It's either going to be a current member of the band Train or somebody in a very high-profile way loves cocaine. You get 2 out of 3, we'll give you the tickets, okay?
Perfect.
Okay, number 1, member of Train or loves cocaine, the Joe Biden White House.
Well, we know Hunter, so I'm going to say Joe Biden White House.
Yes, that's right. That's right. All right, get this one right, and we'll give you the tickets. Member of Train or loves cocaine? The Joe Biden White House.
Going to go with Joe Biden White House.
Yes, loves cocaine. There we go. I feel like that's such a big thing that they found cocaine there that nobody talks about
Next
anymore.
to the Situation Room in those cubbies.
Right. It wasn't like it was in the bathroom.
Yeah, it wasn't in the It wasn't in the bathroom in a stall sitting on top of a toilet paper dispenser. It was next to the Situation Room.
Right, just a bag of blow. There it was. All right, Brenda, congratulations. Stay on the line. Miss Allison will hook you up, okay?
Woohoo! Thanks.
You got it. Again, more tickets tomorrow. Train, Bare Naked Ladies, Matt Nathanson, Saturday, August 1st, up at Ruoff.
Right on.
Nigel was on this date 56 years ago, 1969. The TV show Sesame Street made its debut on PBS.
Oh, that's all. It's only 56 years old? Wow.
I kind of thought it'd be a little older,
I would too, yeah. I watch it with my grandma all the time when I went over there. Yeah,
and
sure.
It feels like over the last 5, 7, 10 years, Sesame Street's kind of become indoctrinating. Like they started pushing like vaccine crap on kids at one point. So I had a problem with that. But how about this? Great moments in Sesame Street history.
Yes.
One of their signature characters on Sesame Street is Elmo. And he's got all the toys, including the Tickle Me Elmo.
Right.
This was an NBC News story about how there was something wrong with one of the Tickle Me Elmo dolls, and it was making death threats.
2-year-old James Bowman loves Elmo. Walk into his Lithia living room and you notice there are Elmo dolls everywhere. James even has Elmo slippers.
About an hour later, I noticed exactly what it was saying, and my son was repeating exactly what it was saying.
James? His latest Elmo, the Elmo Knows Your Name doll, recently ran out of batteries. His mother, Melissa, put new ones in.
James?
What was that?
James?
This Elmo doll connects to a computer to learn certain phrases and the child's name. But yesterday's battery switch appears to have taught Elmo how to make death threats.
James?
Kill James? Good Lord, Elmo. Jeez.
I love it.
Kill James? Coming up next, man, this morning, early this morning, if you had to be at work by 8 a.m. or at school early, ooh, that was a kick in the taint. We'll talk about that next.
It's that time of year again when the leaves turn, the days get shorter, and you hear a lot about Medicare open enrollment. If you're feeling overwhelmed by all the options, you're not alone. Original Medicare, Advantage plans, Part D, Medigap, it's a lot to sort through. And making the wrong choice can cost you more than just your financial confidence. That's where Howard Bailey Financial comes in. At Howard Bailey, we don't just help you pick a Medicare plan. We help you make a more confident choice with your full financial picture in mind. Our team has licensed Medicare professionals backed by experienced financial advisors, all working together to help you retire with purpose. Get started by texting CARE to 888-494-5004 to speak with the Howard Bailey team and start your Medicare conversation today. At Howard Bailey Financial, we make Medicare simple so you can focus on enjoying the season, not stressing about it. Howard Bailey Securities, LLC is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. See disclosures at howardbailey.com.
I was struggling to maintain contact with the professional world.
Dr. Ferner of Indianapolis talks about why he got the new caption phone from Relay Indiana.
When I got the phone, it turned it around.
Go to RelayIndiana.com. That's RelayIndiana.com. And read up on the caption phone.
People that I talk with do not necessarily know that I have this service. It's a piece of cake.
Go to RelayIndiana.com to learn more.
Are you ready to put joint pain behind you and get to a place where persistent pain doesn't control your life? The dedicated orthopedic experts at Community Health Network are here to turn those goals into a reality. With personalized treatment options that include robotic-assisted surgery, we'll help you feel your best so you can get back to enjoying your hobbies again. Learn more about your care options at ecommunity.com/ortho. Community Health Network. Exceptional care, simply delivered.
Hi, I'm Lexi, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. If you're planning to propose this holiday, we're ready to make creating your engagement ring a warm, welcoming experience. At Shane Company, we're all about your style, your budget, your dream engagement ring. Explore the widest selection of diamonds and ring settings ready for you to see in person, or visit us at shaneco.com. You'll have your ring in days, not weeks. Our friendly jewelry consultants don't work on commission. There's never any pressure, just perfect proposals. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Hi, it's Denny Smith, and when temps are dropping, it means your water heater, softeners, and even those old pipes are under stress. Fall's the time when rain hits, the ground shifts, and tree roots start tearing into those old clay or PVC lines. LD Smith Plumbing can handle it all. Water heaters, softeners, leaks, even gas line inspections before you fire up that furnace or fireplace. And don't forget those hoses, hose bibs, and crawl space vents before the freeze hits. Call my friends at LD Smith Plumbing, the local pros I trust, or just head to ldsmithplumbing.com today.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel. Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
This is Denny Smith, and I'm here to tell you that a neglected well can lead to costly repairs. But C&J's got you covered with their well cleanout service. Right now, it's 30% off, and that's the lowest price of the year. C&J will remove the pump, insert a high-output air line into the well, and then safely airlift years of sediment and gunk out of the top of the well. Then they'll also do a 6-point inspection to assure that you and your family get the purest, safest water. C&J. Great systems and great people, too. 317-852-WELL.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recycler Studios, you'll hear some winter weather driving tips from Indiana State Police. You'll also hear why the state is moving forward with partial SNAP benefits soon and why a man is in prison. Those stories are coming up next right after Fox News on this Monday afternoon. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis, and it's now 5 o'clock.
An off-ramp in the U.S. Senate. Lisa Brady, Fox News. But after a handful of Democrats broke ranks to end the filibuster on a new plan to end the government shutdown, there's more finger-pointing. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer blaming the president.
He shut the government down longer than any president in American history, took innocent kids, veterans, federal workers as hostages, political hostages, all because he refuses to do anything to fix the health care crisis.
Democrats wanted an extension of Obamacare subsidies. Instead, a separate vote on that issue is promised. And many Republicans, including President Trump, still argue that Obamacare doesn't work.
We want a health care system where we pay the money to the people instead of the insurance companies. And I tell you, we're going to be working on that very hard over the next short period of time.
The Senate's new short-term spending bill would fund the government through January. 7 Democrats and 1 independent senator getting it to the 60-vote threshold it needed to advance.
And what the Democrats have proven here is that they're willing to take the country hostage for political stunts. And it didn't yield anything other than really shake the confidence of the American people.
House Speaker Mike Johnson telling Fox Business he's hoping the House could vote on the deal as early as Wednesday. For now, a final vote is still needed in the Senate, which means day 41 of a shutdown continues, along with flight disruptions and interruptions of food stamp assistance. Some of the betting on baseball is about to have new limits after 2 Cleveland Guardians pitchers were indicted, accused of rigging pitches for gamblers. Luis Ortiz and Emmanuel Clase facing multiple charges, including money laundering and bribery. Their attorneys deny it and say they're cooperating. Major League Baseball just announcing its authorized gaming operators, representing most of the U.S. betting market, will now cap bets on individual pitches at $200 and exclude them from parlays. America is listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
what they're urging you to do. A mostly sunny sky, and it's 31 degrees in downtown Indy. Feels like 22, and tonight's low is 24. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 5:02. State police have been responding to hundreds of crashes across Indiana ever since snow started falling yesterday. Here's John Herrick.
State Police Sergeant John Perrine says when troopers are having to go to the site of these crashes, it's usually because people are driving too fast.
We put ourselves in very dangerous positions to protect the people that crash. And it's frustrating because those crashes are preventable.
He says you need to give yourself plenty of time to reach your destination, and he recommends manually turning on your headlights. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Indiana Governor Mike Braun said today that Indiana's Family and Social Services Administration is moving on with partial payment of SNAP benefits. The FSSA will start loading EBT cards as early as tomorrow. This comes after the Supreme Court approved a request to avoid full payments during the federal government funding situation. A man is sentenced this week following his 49th arrest. Jarrett Lewis has more.
Cameron Greenwood is getting 2 years in prison after pleading guilty to public indecency for an incident back in July where he exposed himself to a woman. It's not the first time that's happened. Since 2019, Greenwood has been arrested 49 times. A good chunk of those are for nudity, exposing himself, or public indecency. Greenwood was sentenced on Monday and will likely spend less than a year and a half of his time behind bars due to jail credit. Jarrett Lewis, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
That's an Indianapolis man, by the way. You're paying an average of $3 a gallon of gas today, says Gas Buddy, and that's 7 cents below the national average. And the final regular season home game for the second-ranked Indiana Hoosier football game is this Saturday against Wisconsin. Hoosier head football coach Kurt Cignetti said today that nothing is easy from here on out.
I think we need to understand that we're going to get everybody's best shot. You know, we're not sneaking up on anyone anymore.
Wisconsin is 3-6 on the year, and Cignetti describes Wisconsin as tough and gritty. Kickoff on Saturday is at noon. Time is 5:04. Your traffic and weather in 1 minute.
Hey, that Indy real estate market is strong, but it's not easy. Now is a good time to sell only if you hire real estate expert Mark Dietel, the only real estate agent we trust here in Indy. It was time for Michael and Speedway to downsize. Met up with Mark Dietel. They explained their amazing marketing plan. After just 3 days on the market, they accepted an offer $11,000 over asking price.
Mark Dietel is the only real estate expert we trust and recommend on the Hammer and Nigel show, and it's the guarantee that separates Mark Dietel from the competition. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. You pick the move date, no long-term contracts. You can cancel at any time. Nobody does it better than Mark Dietel. Contact him today, 317-755-4232. 755-4232, or go to markdietel.com. That's Mark D-I-E-T-E-L, markdietel.com.
With your WIBC traffic at 5:05, here's Mike Priest.
Jake, we had reports of a hit-and-run crash at Rockville and Mickley, and it seems like the driver might have hit the traffic light and run because now the signals are flashing red all around the intersection. In Fisher, still working a crash at 106th and Allisonville. 106 west of 69 is a mess because of that. South side of 465 jammed eastbound Emerson to Arlington with a crash on the left shoulder. This report is sponsored by 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. As temps begin to drop, it's time to get your heating tune-up with 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. 24/7 availability and free second opinions. Book now at onehourairindy.com. I'm Mike Priest. Follow us on X for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Thank you, Mike. And now here's the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Cold and breezy tonight as lows fall down into the mid-20s with wind chill values in the teens. Tuesday breezy but a little warmer with highs near 40. Wind gusts of 25 to 35 miles per hour at times with isolated snow flurries possible in the daytime hours. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos?
So let's rock it!
When did the weather issue start for you, Hammer? Because I felt like it was last night. You texted me and you texted me and Allison and said, "Squall!" But there wasn't really anything going on in Boone County. But this morning sucked. So you were getting hit hard all night long.
So it started yesterday afternoon. The sun was technically still out, and I ended up having to take the trash out or something. And I just walked outside and I looked around and I thought, man,
this is a squall.
This sucks. This is a squall, and it was coming down hard. The wind was blowing. I mean, snow was coming down sideways. My car was completely covered, like all the stuff on our yard completely covered. I consider that squall worthy.
Okay.
And then the next morning, because my wife has to be at work earlier than I do.
This morning sucked.
It took her like 20 minutes to get from our driveway to like the highway, which normally takes all of 3 minutes. The side roads were just squirrely. People were fishtailing everywhere. It was a mess on the south and west side this morning.
How do we feel about the snow plows and the salt trucks and things of that nature?
Feels like they got a little bit of a late start. Now, by the time I drove in, again, this was around 9:45-ish, things were a lot better. But this morning, man, I don't know if the decision makers at NDOT were up late last night having a bender. Maybe they watched that Steelers-Chargers game and slept in a little bit.
It's an awful game.
Boy, that was an awful game. But no, I felt like they might have been a little late to the party. And I'm not criticizing the actual drivers of the trucks.
I get it.
I'm talking about the decision makers, right? Felt like they were a little late to the party. How are things up in your neck of the woods?
It was messy. Boone County was messy. 2-hour delay. I mean, it's serious when the school system says 2-hour delay. I woke up and took a pee and saw that at 5:30 in the morning. I was like, yes, I could sleep in. I could sleep in like an extra half hour. But definitely messy up there for sure. Definitely could have used the 2-hour delay. And it was those 2-hour delays all over the place.
I know the state police were talking this morning, hundreds of issues out on the road, slide offs and accidents. And boy, Matt Bear picked a great time to go on vacation because he would have been stressing out this morning. Seems like we are somewhat in the clear. The snow has cleared off. I see the sun shining here on Monument Circle.
I heard something about tomorrow morning now.
Still going to be cold, like a low of 26 tomorrow.
This is bull.
But then after that, Wednesday, high of 55.
Okay.
Friday, 65. Might get to 70 on Saturday. So there is hope. There's hope. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, Nige. We just got to get through this crap fest outside right now. We've got some interesting things in the world of law, which means we need the Attorney General of the great state of Indiana, Todd Rokita, to officially kickstart some legal stuff.
Legal stuff.
Crime, punishment, judges, legal stuff.
Legal stuff.
So according to documents provided by a whistleblower, Jeffrey Epstein's, I guess, old lady, Ghislaine Maxwell.
His pimp.
His partner in crime, but I also think they did some grown-up stuff together.
Yeah, well, she would go get the girls, yeah.
Ghislaine Maxwell has asked President Trump to commute her sentence as a prison employee.
Okay.
And the thing is, it sounds like all the folks that work in the prisons are like, she's staying in a hotel. Like, she's complaining that she wants out now, but she's staying in some halfway house resort. It's not like she's at Rikers where she honestly should be. She's getting, this top-notch, away from society hotel stay, basically. But according to documents provided by a whistleblower, she wants out, and I still think she's trying to pull that card of, hey, if you commute my sentence, I'll give you the names of the clients. Which it shouldn't come to this. Like, you should have already had this. And whether you want to criticize the Trump Department of Justice or the Biden Department of Justice, because that's who prosecuted Ghislaine Maxwell, I feel like you should have already had the list of people that were having sex with children.
Don't you feel like they already have that list, though? They don't need her to provide that. Somebody has that list, and they're not providing it. Somebody took advantage of those girls. Ghislaine Maxwell befriended those girls. She took her. She was the one that took them in, and acted like sort of a big sister figure. And then, I guess, guys on that island were allowed to do whatever they wanted with them,
which is disgusting
because of her.
And who's to say she's going to tell the truth if she does get some sweetheart deal? Like, for argument's sake here, not that it's ever going to happen, but play along with me. Let's say the Department of Justice is like, all right, Ghislaine, you tell us all of your customers. You tell us who was having sex with underage girls or boys. Hell, I don't know. And we'll cut you a deal. Do you trust Ghislaine Maxwell to tell you the truth? Because I bet she would still protect some people. I bet she would make a few names up along the way, people who have become enemies of hers. Like, unfortunately, I just don't think you can trust her.
But the other thing is, they're not making it hard on her. She is at Club Fed, basically.
Right.
I think it's in Texas now. They moved her, and it's beyond minimum security prison.
More legal stuff here, Nige. The Supreme Court earlier today rejected a call to overturn their decision that legalized same-sex gay marriages. This comes from that Kentucky situation where the bookkeeper basically wanted to have the Supreme Court overturn a lower levels court and then upheld by the Supreme Court that, same-sex couples could get married. Even the Supreme Court, who handles controversial stuff all the time, was like, nah, this is settled. We're not touching that one.
Did we talk about the Supreme Court rules on passports and gender ID? I forget.
I don't think we did.
Just real quick, the Supreme Court ruled that Trump is allowed to issue passports indicating biological sex, not gender identity. In other words, displaying passport holders' sex at birth no more offends equal protection principles than displaying their country of birth.
Okay.
So it overturns a lower court ruling that ordered government to allow transgender citizens to choose their own sex designation on passports.
So basically, the Supreme Court says what you were born as is what you are on your ID, what your DNA is. Whatever your skeleton's going to be left behind, that's what's going to be on your passport.
Very controversial.
How dare they say you are who you are? That's shocking. There's a new wellness trend called dark showering, Nige. Dark showering.
What?
It's supposed to be this calm way to improve your mental state, improve your sleep. You basically just take a shower in the dark. No music, no light, just you, the water, and if you slip and fall, good luck trying to find your way back up. But dark showering is supposed to be a relaxation trend. Do you buy this?
I'd try it. I don't shower at night. I shower in the morning. It seems like if you were like wanting to control your sleep or do something like that, you do it at night. I shower in the morning before I go to work.
You want a hot take about shower ways to relax? Shower beer, greater than dark shower.
Yes.
Propping up a good cold beer up in the shower.
Are you kidding me?
You got the steam going, but you got a cold brew in there. You're doing your stuff.
I've got a rubber beer can holder stuck to my tile.
Power move. That's a power move right there.
Yeah.
So you guys can keep your dark showers.
Yeah.
Shower beer greater than dark shower. Thank me later. All right. Mike Brees is in for Matt Bear.
All right. I've got the solution. Forget the dark showering. We do the dark and stormy showering. You get the rum, you get the ginger beer. Right there. You're all set.
There we go.
Boom.
I'm in, man.
Well, now on to the serious business of things, I guess. We've got some down power lines south of Lebanon along State Road 39 near County Road 650 South, so watch out for crews in that area. 65 southbound Seoul from West Street to Meridian, then heavy through the downtown collector. Northbound just tight approaching the South Split. 70 snagged eastbound out of the North Split to Keystone, but that's easing off. This report is sponsored by Anthem, Blue Cross, and Blue Shield. They've teamed up with the Indiana Fever and Common Threads to provide local schools with information for nutritious meal preparation. Learn more at anthem.com/fever. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc. I'm Mike Priest. Follow us on X for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
32 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. Coming up next, a fun round of Are You Okay With This?
The Voice of Health Minute with Dr. Robert Prather of Holistic Integration. How many hours of class time did you have in interpreting blood work?
If you're going through medical school, you get 15 hours of interpretation of blood work.
That's it?
That's it. I have 650 hours class time that I took, and then, of course, I've taken many classes since
I
then.
remember, as your wife, you going through that with our 3 little ones. You'd go fly up to Minnesota, Minneapolis, once a month.
Sit down, and we would take
2 years.
We'd take lectures and then take tests on the blood work to make sure that we understood it. That type of thing is really what you need to do. And, you know, my nurse practitioners and MDs do come to me just to say, what do I do with this blood test? How do I interpret it? How's it?
Yeah,
because that's
training.
Right, that's not their area of expertise.
The Voice of Health with Dr. Robert Prather, Sundays at 8 p.m. or anytime at thevoiceofhealthradio.com.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Hammer and Nigel to 46220. That's Hammer and Nigel to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
It's the season of giving, and my friends at Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling invite you to join them in a wonderful cause. During the month of November, Hope is raising money for the Colburn Place and will match donations up to $10,000. Colburn Place is where survivors find safety, support, and hope for a new beginning, and Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is proud to support such a fantastic local organization. To donate, please visit colburnplace.org/hope. That's colburnplace.org/hope. Let's help bring joy to those who need it most.
BMW, Mercedes-Benz, VW, Audi, Mini, Porsche. Names that mean quality, performance,
and usually a dreadful service experience. You know you can't take your car just anywhere, but you may not know you can get the same quality service and parts without going to a dealership.
Enter Auto House Merkel.
Everything from routine service to performance tuning is handled with care by technicians who specialize in German vehicles, using only OEM parts or equivalent.
At a lower cost and less hassle than the dealership.
Book service now at AutohouseMerkel.com.
Truck drivers, wherever you want to take your driving career in 2026, Schneider has an opportunity for you. Our huge selection of driving jobs means you can get the home time that suits your schedule. Choose from daily, weekly, monthly, or sometime in between. Plus, Schneider drivers can choose from dedicated, intermodal, dry van, and tanker options. Don't wait to upgrade your career before the new year. Search jobs and apply now at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel. Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
This hour powered by Family Heating and Air, your American Standard Air dealer. Nobody cares for you like family.
Are you really okay with this? Are you okay?
Everything's gonna be okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm pretty far from okay.
Are you okay with this? On the Hammer and Nigel show.
Oh, yeah!
Taco Bell offers Mountain Dew Baja Blast flavored pie for Thanksgiving. Are you okay with this?
So Baja Blast is a flavor of Mountain Dew, and it's probably best known for being available at Taco Bell. Like, my oldest son gets it all the time. It looks like he's filling up a cup full of Windex. It's like a blue color. And now they're making a special flavored pie of that for Thanksgiving.
Ugh.
I am okay with this.
Are you?
Because I feel like Thanksgiving is the time where everybody's paying attention to food. And if you're going to roll out a new item, this is like the TV equivalent of Sweeps Week. You might have heard in the world of television, Sweeps Week is when all of the big-time programs get aired. They promote the new stuff because it's ratings week. It's the best week on television. Well,
Okay.
Thanksgiving is the best week for food. So if you've got a new item out there, roll it out there. That's where people are taking their pictures, sharing their family pictures. What are they eating for Thanksgiving? And if somebody's got a big blue Windex pie out there, maybe that gets them a little extra free advertising. It might not be my favorite, okay? I'm not replacing a pumpkin pie. I'm not replacing an apple or a cherry pie with this type of thing. But if somebody wants to get down with this, I get it. Which brings us to great moments in Taco Bell history. This is where a customer's missing burrito caused a little altercation at the Taco Bell.
So first she took a burrito, smeared it all over the window, tried to get in through the window to come at me like I mugged her face to stop her and push her back. I guess she's mad because she's the only worker. She was being rude, saying that she couldn't give me my stuff back. And I'm like, I mean, you're going to give me my food because that's stealing at the end of the day. So then she got mad and slapped me in the face. She wouldn't leave. So I opened the window and said, is this what you want? Here's your burrito. Don't come back.
Oh, no.
I'll allow it. Great moments in Taco Bell history. If you watch that Charlie Sheen documentary, I think it was on Netflix.
Yeah.
There's a scene in there when he's going through his hard partying meltdown phase where drunk Charlie Sheen's just walking up and down the drive-through line of a Los Angeles Taco Bell talking to people.
Awesome. Come meet him. She's a big fan. What's your name? Jaden.
Yeah, I'm Charlie.
Nice to meet you.
Sorry, I'm so f***ing here.
No, you're cool, man.
Hi, sweetie, how are you? What's your name?
Tamara.
Tamara?
Uh-huh.
Hi.
Hi.
Awesome.
You're rad, man.
You guys are gonna fight.
No.
No, we're not fighting. What's up with that tattoo? Let me see that tattoo.
Which one?
That one right here.
Go Reds.
Reds, yeah. Ripping.
You're hilarious.
All right, man. Thank you.
Right on. Cool. No, we're fine. We're fine.
Great moments in Taco Bell history.
I have never heard that. What was that? That was from the documentary?
Yeah, people were just waiting in line, a drive-through, and walking around the bush is a hammered Charlie Sheen and like one of his managers going window to window talking to people. The one dude, it might have been a chick that said, "What's that tattoo?" It was his Cincinnati Reds tattoo.
Yeah.
He takes his shirt off.
Yeah.
And he's in the line of the Taco Bell drive-through.
Are you okay with this? We'll stay in the fast food community here. Wendy's is set to close hundreds of locations across the U.S. as part of their turnaround plan. Are you okay with this?
No, I'm not, because I feel like Wendy's just needs better marketing because their food is better than a lot of people, right? They've got chili. They've got spicy chicken nuggets. They've got Frosties. But why are they struggling but like Burger King, McDonald's seemingly doing okay?
Yeah.
Like you put a Dave's Double up against pretty much any other fast food type burger, it's probably going to beat it in a taste test.
Dave's Double.
Oh, it's good, man. It's
never
real
had
good.
one.
Oh, bull crap. You've never had a double
I haven't
cheeseburger from
I haven't
Wendy's?
had Wendy's in years,
You're
man.
a fat hillbilly. I know you've had a double cheeseburger from Wendy's.
I have not had Wendy's in years. I've not had Wendy's in years. There's not one really by where I live. So
To quote Ron Burgundy, I don't believe you.
Okay.
But I feel like it's
But
a
that's
marketing issue, though. Like, how do they have the better food, but they're not getting the results that some of these places are getting? So, no, I don't like this at all, because you start taking away my Frosties, you're playing with my emotions.
All right. I'm going to get to this one. Are you okay with this? The number one song on this week's Billboard Country Digital Song Sales Chart is a song called Walk My Walk by an artist called Breaking Rust. Now, if you've never heard of Breaking Rust, it's because they're not a real artist. It's AI. Here's the song.
You can kick rocks if you don't like how I talk. I'm gonna keep on talking and walk my walk.
This is AI.
Ain't changing my tone, ain't changing my song. I was born this way, been loud too long. You can hate my style, you can roll your eyes, but I ain't slowing down. I was born to rise, so kick
Pretty
them
good.
rocks if you don't
I
like how I
know.
talk. I'm gonna keep on talking and
But it's
walk my
AI.
walk.
I mean, it sounds like something you'd see in a montage during Yellowstone.
Number one on the Billboard digital charts. Are you okay with this? It's AI.
Listen,
I
if
like
AI is better than some of the crap that humans are putting out there, I've got to be okay with it. As a matter of fact, this is so good, I'm thinking about using my AI skills to start a Breaking Rust cover band called Breaking Wind. And we're going to play all the hits of Breaking Rust, but, you know, do it at a discount at casinos.
I'm not paying for that.
Speaking of AI skills, though, if I want to hear somebody in AI singing a song, I like to defer to AI Joe Hogsett.
Okay.
Tequila.
AI Joe Hogsett. Now, if you guys clap your hands, I think we can get an encore out of Joe. You guys want an encore?
Oh, yeah. I'm
Encore,
ready.
Allison?
Come on.
You want him to come back out for one more song? One more song?
One more.
All right, he's walking back on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, here with the encore, once again, AI Boss Hogsett.
I drink alone. Yeah, with nobody else. You know, when I drink alone, I prefer to be by myself.
There it is. That is how you do some AI music. Glad we got the encore. I think I saw Jake in the newsroom standing up wanting the encore. He's standing by with a look at the news.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Why President Trump supports to end the government shutdown. Mostly cloudy skies and 31 degrees in downtown Indy. Feels like 21 and lows tonight in the mid-20s. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 5:30. Fox's Jared Halpern reports that it's to end the government shutdown.
President Trump says the government will be reopening very quickly after the Senate broke a filibuster on a short-term spending plan.
I'll abide by the deal. The deal is very good.
The deal extends government funding in the January, reverses mass layoffs of federal workers, and ensures back pay. It does not guarantee a key Democrat demand to extend Affordable Care Act tax credits or other health care provisions that President Trump claims would benefit migrants in the country illegally. Without those tax credits, Democrats warn health care costs will soar for millions of Americans. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
So far, more than 2,100 flights were canceled and over 7,000 were delayed across the U.S. The number was cut by the FAA since Friday because of staff problems. Even after the snow in Indiana wraps up this week, forecasters are issuing a warning. John Hayrick reports.
The snow will melt later in the week when temperatures go back up close to 60 degrees. But Joe Neild with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis says there will be some threats the snow and ice leave behind.
Combined with the colder temperatures that have moved into the area, will be the potential for some slick spots on roadways, especially those bridges and overpasses that are, always the quickest ones to ice up.
He says rain is possible in Indiana by this weekend. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The average gas price in Indiana today is $3 a gallon, says Gas Buddy, and that is 7 cents below the national average. And tonight's Powerball jackpot is at $490 million, and tomorrow's Mega Millions drawing features a jackpot worth $900 million. News time, 5:32. Your traffic now with Mike Priest.
And we have a crash report. This is along the border of Avon and Indy. It's at County Road 200 South and 1050 East. Also have down power line south of Lebanon along State Road 39 near 650 South. 65 southbound backed up from West Street to Meridian, and then heavy through the downtown collector. Northbound backed up Raymond to the South Split. Minor delays east on 70 coming out of the North Split to Keystone. This report is sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors. Get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Mike Priest. Follow us on X for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And now here's the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Expect another very cold night ahead for us tonight with lows in the mid-20s with breezy winds that will cause wind chill values to fall into the teens. Tuesday, we remain breezy with wind gusts of 25 to 35 miles per hour at times, but we're a little warmer with highs near 40. We cannot rule out isolated snow flurries mainly in the daytime hours. And then by the middle of the work week on Wednesday, expect temperatures to get back to near seasonable levels this time of the year with highs in the mid-50s and breezy winds continuing. On Wish TV, Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on The Level, on the Go, and on WIBC.com.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Hammer Operation Rudolph tomorrow for Veterans Day. Big day for us.
So,
love this day.
It's going to be a little bit of a different show tomorrow. We're still going to do all the things we normally do.
Yeah.
But we're raising money for Hoosier veterans. The money will stay in Indiana for Hoosiers who have fought for all of our freedoms in some capacity, but have fallen on hard times. Homeless Hoosier veterans, we're going to try to raise at least $5,000 to help these folks tomorrow. Hopefully we can blow that number out of the water.
Yes.
Veteran Support Network is who we're working with, and we're looking to get these veterans that are out on the street here in Indy coats, gloves, socks, scarves, and a Christmas card with $100 in cash, to which they can get something to eat. Maybe if there's a place they could stay. I don't know if that'll work out or not, but we're going to try, man.
So $5,000? Our audience will blow that out of the water, like you said.
I think so, too. I think so, too. And look, I know money might be tight. You know, goods and services are pretty expensive. Groceries and gas, I get it. But these are awesome Hoosiers, people from Indy, that have decided to serve their country. And for one reason or the other, they're on a little bit of a tough path right now.
Yeah.
They're having hard times.
It happens.
Let's try to pick them up a little bit, okay? Let's try to pick them up a little bit. Your donation can go a long way, and we're doing this tomorrow. It's going to start right at 3 o'clock, and again, it's not a full-on telethon. It's not a full-on radiothon, but throughout the show, we're going to remind you of ways you can help some awesome Hoosiers. Did you see Trump in D.C. at the football game yesterday night?
Yeah, the Washington Redskins, as I'm sure he'd probably like to refer to them as. But the Commanders game. It looked like he was having fun.
He was. He was there for Salute to Service weekend in the NFL.
Yep.
Teams that had home games this past weekend were paying tribute in honor of Veterans Day to those men and women in uniform. And there was a really cool thing taking place. So this was in Washington, D.C. They had a bunch of people who had agreed to join the U.S. military come out to the field. And, I mean, we're talking about hundreds of people.
Yeah, recruiting, I think, was his message. And how good it's been.
They were taking the oath to defend the country. And Donald Trump was on the PA, and he was the one leading them in the oath. But listen to this. This is how bad the swamp is in D.C. These people are booing at the football game, the Washington fans. They're booing Donald Trump, even though he's trying to swear in people who have agreed to fight for this country. Take a listen.
I am saying your name,
and you see hundreds of people on the field, right? And this isn't like a Trump rally. These are people with their hand in the air, hand on the, all this stuff, and they're getting booed because Donald Trump's doing it. I thought that's a new low. Like, if you want to boo Donald Trump, I get that. But, man, these people are out there on a football field. They've agreed to fight for your freedom to boo. I just think that's classless. Now, let me ask you this. Your kids are a little bit younger than mine. Mine are basically adults now, but how would you feel if your kids were watching that? Like, you've got kids at this football game, and they're seeing people out there who have agreed to join the military get booed in shrapnel.
I don't know. I'd probably turn the volume down and just try to, at this point, at their age, I don't want to say ignore it, but just down.
But if you're at the football game, you can't ignore it.
No, if you're at the football game?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's a rough one, man. That's a rough one. I think I'd explain to my kids that they are joining the military to help keep us safe. Simple message.
Right.
Simple message.
If you want to go boo Donald Trump, he's going to have a rally somewhere.
I think they were booing Donald Trump.
And that's what I'm saying. If you want to just boo Donald Trump, go to the White House, go to a rally, wait for him to do a chopper presser. He's around D.C. He's not Joe Biden. He's awake. There's no lid. But at a football game where he's swearing in people who, in theory, could be fighting for your right to be an American.
Dying.
That's a new low to me. That's Trump derangement syndrome. That's the swamp. That's what it is. And I don't want to hear any bull crap of, well, they weren't booing those people in the field. They're booing the president. No, they were out there. This was their moment to be honored, to be sworn in, to fight for your freedom, and you couldn't help yourself. You had to be the super loud liberal, the progressive, and make an ass of yourself. There's a time and a place for everything. There's an expression called reading the room. And booing the president when he's swearing somebody in. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't do that to Joe Biden.
No way.
I wouldn't do that to Barack Obama.
No way.
If they're swearing in somebody to fight for your freedom, read the room a little bit. But Washington's incapable of that. The swamp is incapable of that. That's disgusting. President then popped into the broadcast booth and was talking with the guys watching the football game. And I think it was Jonathan Vilma and Kenny Albert. Now, Kenny Albert's part of the Albert Broadcasting clan, if you will.
Marv.
Right,
Marv's brother.
Yeah. And there's a couple of them, and they've been in broadcasting forever. Kenny seemed a little intimidated. I'm not going to lie. It was former player Jonathan Vilma that kind of carried this conversation.
He did. Vilma was fired up.
He was, too. Here is President Trump in studio watching that Commanders and Lions game.
Mr. President, thanks so much for joining us. Kenny Albert, Jonathan Vilma, Veterans Day weekend. Right. The NFL salute to service. How meaningful is it for you to be here today? You just took part in the halftime ceremony honoring the military.
Well, we just swore in a tremendous group of young people, and that was an honor, and they are just fantastic, and they love, our recruitment's been record-setting. Since a year ago it was a disaster for the country, and now it's record-setting. So this was an honor to be here.
Would love to hear your thoughts about where we are as a nation, how we're doing.
Well, we're doing great, and recruitment is doing phenomenally. People have spirit. Our stock market hit an all-time high. Prices are coming down. We inherited a mess. Prices are coming way down. And I'll tell you, our country has over $17 trillion being invested in it, which is a record. So we're doing great, just like they have to do great right now.
Fourth and short.
Let's see what happens.
On fourth down, Mariota.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Just like Samuel.
See, that was very important.
He was up there calling a little play-by-play, doing a little analysis, and talking about the military.
Yeah, the other guy, Vilma, he played for the Hurricanes, right, and won a Super Bowl with the Saints. And it's funny watching Donald Trump. Donald Trump was having a good time up there in that booth. Like, it wasn't talking politics. And he knew his crap, too. He was naming off players left and right in the 50s and 60s and stuff like that. I thought it was really funny. Maybe not funny, but fun. And Kenny Albert looked nervous.
He did.
Vilma was fired up. He was fired up to show Trump his Super Bowl ring.
Right. Which always is a swift kick in the junk to Colts fans because he won that with the Saints when they beat the Colts.
Yep.
But no, Vilma's a good dude, and you're right. He seemed like he was having a blast as to where Kenny Albert, for a dude that's been doing broadcasting longer than I've been alive, seemed a little intimidated. Where are we at with Trump also putting out on social media that he wants to give everybody a $2,000, in essence, tariff dividend, a stimulus, if you will. Because of the success of the tariffs, he wants everybody to get at least $2,000.
Now, you're a betting man. What are the percentages that actually happens?
I would put that at 8-1. That's the number. I don't think it's likely, but I'm not ruling it out because this is not the first time Trump has talked about this. He brought this up with Elon Musk when Musk was still working with Trump in a Doge capacity.
Interesting.
So this is the second time. 8-1s can't hit. Remember, I gave you an 8-1 a couple weeks ago when Jonathan Taylor 3 touchdowns. We cashed that bad boy.
He sure is crap dead.
Good save. And but I think it's a long shot. Let's be honest. The whole point of the tariffs was to bring money back to America, which we were told was going to pay off some of the debt because the debt is pretty crippling right now. And if you're just going to pass that out to the people, let's be honest. I would like to get $2,000. Don't get it twisted. But this never works. It never stimulates the economy. People are going to take their $2,000, pay off credit card debt, or take it to the casino. I happen to do a little bit of both.
Casino. Yeah, for me, for sure.
So I'd keep that at 8-1. That's how I'm going to handicap everybody getting a $2,000 tariff stimming. Here's a viral video from some guy who saw a van with like a sales message on the back. And listen, just my opinion, I think this guy really wants some meat.
I've been honking at this dude because it says 20 ribeyes for $39.99. It says hunk if you want. I will pull over. I got to see what this guy's talking about. I've been honking at this guy for the past 5 to 10 minutes. I followed him to the parking lot. We pulled over. He was like, 5 o'clock on Friday, I don't have any meat left, but call me on Monday. No business cards. I'm already skeptical. I feel like I got to see it through. I did contact him, but it fell through for one reason or another. It's still possible in the future that we will still do a video.
Hammer, don't we advertise? Don't we have advertisements like this? 20 ribeyes for $30 or something like that?
I've bought some of those before.
You've done that?
Yes.
But this guy didn't have any. Is the whole point of the audio?
Right.
This guy was chasing him, honking his horn. It's like, yeah, no, I'm out. 20 ribeyes for $30?
Well,
that's pretty good.
That's also part of the hook too. Like, there's a much larger cost that goes into it. You've got to buy like a package of stuff. So yes, you get 20 ribeyes for $30, but it's part of a package where you've also got to buy hamburgers and this and that and some other stuff.
Okay.
So I just want to be fully transparent with how this stuff works because I've done it before. Now, the food isn't bad. It's pretty good. I mean, it tastes like anything you would buy at a grocery store and throw it on the grill.
Sure.
I'm not saying you're getting St. Elmo quality, filet, but it's pretty good. And you do get it at a value, but you're paying a little bit more than that.
Okay.
Just want to give you the heads up.
All right.
Are you ready to drink some moonshine?
We have more?
We have one left.
We have one left.
One left.
One mason jar left, unlabeled.
I have no idea what the flavor is, but it's white.
God.
I think it's moonshine. Moonshine Monday next.
The Indianapolis real estate market is strong, but not easy. Now is a great time to sell only if you hire a real estate team that knows how to aggressively market your home like Mark Dietl Realty. Maybe you want a fast, guaranteed, no-hassle home sale, but don't want to give up hard-earned equity to do it. Mark Dietl guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed-upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. Listen to what Troy in Connorsville had to say about working with Mark Dietl. I was a real estate challenge. I wanted to sell my home over market value and buy a home near my favorite hunting area with land and no HOA close to town. Miraculously, the Mark Dietl team did it all. They found the perfect new home at a great price and sold my current home in 10 days for $10,000 over list price. Call the local Indianapolis agent I trust and recommend, and the agent who guarantees your home sold or he'll buy it. Call Mark Dietel at 317-755-4232 for all the details, or go online to markdietel.com. That's Mark, DIETEL.com.
So the weather is finally starting to cool down. Make sure you and your family are prepared with AAA Hoosier Motor Club memberships. Whether it's a flat tire, dead battery, running out of gas, locking your keys in the car, AAA has your back. Anytime, anywhere, 24/7, 365. And it's not just roadside assistance. AAA members enjoy exclusive perks at local favorites like Ruoff Music Center, the Indianapolis Zoo, Symphony on the Prairie, and more. You also get free travel planning and discounts on hotels and rental cars. It practically pays for itself. So if you're looking for that peace of mind on the road and more money in your wallet, do yourself a favor and visit AAA today. Get your AAA membership at AAA.com or call 844-GO-AAA-GO or visit your local AAA office. And don't forget to ask about their competitive insurance rates, auto, home, life, and more, because you don't have to be stranded on the side of the road to get help from AAA.
Hey, it's Nigel. My wife and I live in a 44-year-old house. We've been in the house since 2013, and the fireplace has never worked at all. We've never even fired it up. Don't get me wrong, it's gorgeous, but I have no clue what to do in terms of cleaning it, getting it hooked up to a gas line. That's where Chimney Solutions of Indiana comes in. Leo, the GM, came out to the house, explained exactly what they were going to do, gave us a bunch of different choices to clean up the fireplace. Then we went to their showroom on 86 and Lafayette Road and picked out an awesome fireplace insert. Check them out at chimneyindy.com or call them 317-757-6979. Tell them Nigel sent you.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, is it true?
What's that?
Tire Discounters is offering up to $200 off sets of Goodyear tires?
Absolutely.
Plus free alignment and a full synthetic oil change?
You got it.
I'm not one to exaggerate, but that may be the best deal in the history of the world.
But free would be better.
Mike, don't toy with me.
Through the holidays, every day we're open, someone will get their money back on 4 tires.
But I...
Just breathe, Phantom. Breathe.
No purchase necessary and Squall 3125. Visit website for details.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
Fresh Time Market, where quality meets savings every day. Fresh produce, meat, and more. Fresh Time Market. Healthy living for less.
Did you get a heating and air conditioning quote that you're just not sure of? Give us a call for a free second opinion.
317-577-8077 for Family Heating and Air, your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Join WIBC this Saturday for the Home and Garden Show, live from 9 till 1 at Sullivan Hardware, 71st and Keystone for Turkey Fest. Check out all the ways to cook a turkey. Don't miss trash can turkey. All this Saturday at Sullivan Hardware and Garden at 71st and Keystone.
All right, Mike Priest, how are we looking this evening?
Well, Hammer, we still have some issues up in Fishers. A crash at 106th in Allisonville reported about an hour and a half ago. Traffic's still lousy on 106th between Allisonville and Hague. Stay away if you can. Use 116th instead. 65 southbound. It's heavy through the downtown collector starting at Michigan Street. Northbound is pretty much cleared out. On 465 on the north side, slow eastbound Michigan to Meridian and Keystone to Allisonville. This report is sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Mike Priest. Follow us on X for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
It's 30 degrees at the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
And it takes me back to a simpler place and time.
All right. Moonshine Mondays.
This is the last batch we have.
quite possibly the last Moonshine Monday of 2025 here on the Hammer and Nigel show. Now, you described it before. You described it as clear. This is more white.
I think I described it as white, didn't I?
White, but we have no idea. The guy that gave us this didn't label it.
Correct.
Should we give a background real quick on where we got this?
So a stranger gave us something white, and we're going to put it in our mouths. That's
cheers.
Allison's a part of this.
Allison has.
This was her idea.
Oh, stop it.
Allison, we could do this every weekend.
But this is legitimate moonshine out of a clear mason bottle.
This isn't like sold on store shelves.
Right.
Somebody made this, like in a pressure machine and all that good stuff.
Okay.
Totally illegal. That's why we don't want to say who it is. But they're for America. So thank you so much to this listener. All right, so taking a smell of this, I think this might be like banana cream or something.
Banana pudding, maybe?
Banana pudding, that's right. So on the count of three, we're all going to take a big drink. 1, 2,
cheers.
3.
Pour me another.
Yeah, that's good.
Wow.
Yep. That is banana pudding.
I think that's one of the top ones, in my opinion.
That is pretty good.
That's the best.
Yeah, we're going to have to do another round of these. We're going to have to do another round of these for sure. We have also got another hour of the Hammer and Nigel show coming up next. This morning was a hot mess on the roads. We'll recap it next.
Hi, I'm Emily, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company, where a small box with a burgundy bow will help you win the holidays. As an in-house designer, I love creating meaningful, fine jewelry gifts. Choose a necklace with a gorgeous infinity charm to symbolize your everlasting love. Or go for a personalized piece with an engraving, their zodiac sign, favorite color gemstone, or their initial accented with pave diamonds, because a friend wants you to be a holiday hero. Stop by or shop now at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Man, I'm telling you guys, if you can feel your energy slipping away, if you can feel losing what makes you you, then don't wait, because it could be low testosterone, and you got to take action now. Synergen X, along with Low T Center, can help reclaim that energy with a quick, simple, free T-test. Visit local Synergen X or Low T Center, or set it up on our website, trtmvp.com.
And treatment is covered by most major health insurance or affordable self-pay options. The best you is waiting. Guys, take care of